I might. Yeah, yeah. How bad is it? Look out, like, no, you got like a long.
That's what they told me.
Oh no.
Well, on the paper they wrote Australian cattle dog. So.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Those things are nice.
No. This was a while ago.
Ready to rock.
Let's do it.
The live stream is going. Hello, everybody.
How's it going? What's going
Hello.
on?
Yeah. We say hi to the live stream first because
Yeah.
our one fan loves us.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta
All right,
care about
awesome.
the fans.
Give me my countdown, buddy. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Shootout Podcast. I'm the gunslinger, Michael Tipton, alongside the voice of the Tigers, Michael Montez.
23.
That's a lot.
It is.
Also, the gifted growler, Thrillist Mick Willis, Will Herron. The guy who can get through any fence at the Democratic National Convention, Yeah. And thanks to Will Herron as well as
Patricia Luna, right?
we have some UTEP hockey players with us. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves.
Yeah.
John Sanka. Matt Sanka. John Sanka's brother.
And I'm Lucas Nasco.
Nice. The Sanka twins over here. You guys played here in El Paso. You went to high school here, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Where'd
yeah.
you go?
We actually played at Coronado High School for 2 years.
Yeah.
The first year.
T-Birds.
The first season we actually won the New Mexico High School Championship.
Yeah.
So that was a big year.
Big year.
The second season we were here, we made it to playoffs and fell short in like semis.
Yeah.
So it was still a good year, but you know.
So let me get this straight. You guys are from Texas. I might have stole your thunder here.
No. Yeah. No. Go ahead. That's what I was gonna follow up on.
My bad, bro. You guys are playing here in El Paso, but you played in the New Mexico.
Well, yeah, no, it's kind of different how it's set up because like the Texas high school league, like all the teams are in Dallas, so I think it was easier for us to go through like the New Mexico high school league. So, like all those teams are like 45 minutes away, 2 hours away. So,
Okay.
so that's probably why they did it that way.
So who do you guys play against in that league?
We played against La Cueva. Oh God, it's been a while. Rio Rancho. God, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of teams in our league, but
it was like 12, I think.
But do you guys? Because I'm assuming that's not since you guys are playing in New Mexico, is that sanctioned by the UIL? You don't know?
No.
So do you guys have to like do your own fundraising to
It's
play?
a club.
Yeah.
It's like a club. It's kind of like the UTEP hockey.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's
Wow, that's
exactly
crazy.
what it's kinda
And who's your coach?
Tom.
And who's your coach
Tom
now?
Tom.
Wow.
Tom again.
It all comes full circle.
I know, right? Yeah, but
How do you get turned on to hockey in the desert?
actually we're from Connecticut, so like
all three of us
year
are
round.
from
Yeah.
From Connecticut as well.
So like hockey's year round. I mean like there's a bunch of NHL teams, so it's just kind of like my dad played, my older brother played, so we just kind of grew up around the game. So we've been like playing since what, 7?
7.
Yeah.
So all three of you are from Connecticut. Lucas, you're from up there as well. You didn't play here in El Paso though. Where'd you play high school?
No, I played high school back in Connecticut. And then I played juniors all around. I played in New York and Canada, and then I actually played for the Rhinos as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I came back here the 14-15 year, fell in love with the city, the people, the community.
What did you fall in love with
That's
about
nice
El Paso
and
actually?
warm.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like going back home for the Christmas holidays is probably the worst part of.
Really?
You go back home, there's snow on the ground. It's like 50s, 30s, whatever you name it. But here it's like 75.
Feet of
127 today. Yesterday.
That's nice and warm, baby.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
But really, that's really what you
Comfortable
like
weather,
about coming down here.
Yeah, I love the weather. You know,
Yeah.
especially playing at that rink. Like, there's nothing better than playing there, and the coaching staff, and just between Corey, Tom, everyone in that Herman family, just been great to me, and basically building the sport, and it's been awesome.
Were you surprised with how El Paso has embraced hockey? Because I'm one of these people, like, it's always surprised me that El Paso, being in the desert where there literally is no ice, that they would actually go out and support an ice hockey team. I was always surprised by that. Have you guys been surprised by that?
No, absolutely. You know, like the first thing I did when I decided to come sign here for the round was I looked up on Google Maps where El Paso was. And, you know, like looking at those like images, I was mortified. I was just like, "There's no way there's hockey here." They're pulling my leg. There's no way am I playing hockey. But you know, as soon as I came in, I saw how the town really comes in and like everyone, you just pack that place and. It's just a blast. Every game is fun. The light shows, the train horns, you name it. There's
the announcer guy.
He's all right.
I know.
That's the best part.
Like, oh my god.
So, you guys fight every now and then, but you're not allowed to because you get thrown out of the game, and like the next game as well. It isn't like in regular hockey, you can kind of duke it out, and you know you're okay for a little bit. How does that work? I know you know about this.
Yeah, I've actually had a fair share of suspensions even at the college level.
This guy likes to toss them.
No, I mean, and that's the biggest difference coming from, you know, like, you know, junior hockey and like every other hockey is just like you can't fight. You have to wear a cage. You have to, you know, it's more strict, you know, so you don't have that freedom to really go at guys and, you know, have your fun and your fights and all that. So it's definitely tough. It's a big adjustment, and, you know, especially for me and for the boys as well. Like, it's a tough adjustment.
Would you say you have a chip on your shoulder?
Every single night.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
No other way to play.
You can't be 5'9", 180 pounds and not have a chip on your shoulder.
These guys got involved one time. I'm like right in the middle. And I mean, I like hockey. I've seen hockey, but I'm kind of just learning about hockey. And I didn't know I was right on the ice with you guys. And so when you got in the fight that last season, you guys are on both sides of me, and you're trying to get at each other. I was like, oh my god, what is happening here? Like screaming, yelling, like trying to, and then like. I had to like chase him down into like his locker room, and they had to like kind of grab me and put me
Oh my god!
No, yeah. I mean, I like to have fun. What can I say?
The kid's a madman.
What had happened there? What maybe the bad luck or?
No, I mean, what it was Texas State. I remember that suspension very well actually. And we got into a little scuffle behind the net because the guy, you know, went at our goalie, and I didn't like that, so we went behind the net. We kind of duked it out a little bit, and then we went to the penalty box, and the guy, you know, kept telling me, you know, saying mean things here and there. Well, I won't get into details. I was pretty hurt. I can't lie, but you know, but I definitely didn't take well to that. So I, you know, told.
So you guys were not making plans to go to Chico's fight?
No,
No,
definitely not. You know, but yeah. So you know, we exchanged some words, and after the game, he did some stuff that I didn't like to the rest of our team because I got tossed and he managed to stay in the game. So like, you know, throughout the game, he did more and more. So I just, you know, was fed up with it, and I chased him down.
Oh, cool. It happens sometimes. That happens between the lines, even on the ice. If you get in a fight, though, can you be suspended from school now?
No.
Okay.
No,
so that's
just,
different.
Yeah, it's just strictly.
There's no
hockey.
there's no penalty in the school realm.
Yeah, it's just within like the league. Yeah, pretty much.
We don't
condone.
I mean, we don't, you know, encourage fighting. But if you have to take care of yourself, you got to take care of yourself.
I completely condone.
Yeah.
I don't know what this we is. I love it.
Just don't fight me. Fight each other. It's cool.
If there's anybody here you want to beat up that guy over there in purple,
Yeah, some guy you can beat him up.
Beat him down.
The funny thing is, as soon as I said if there's anybody you want to beat up, he just looked up and like.
Okay.
Would you say that hockey has kind of brought you back to going to school? Or like kind of made sure you went to school?
Actually, yes. Yeah, no, because like for us, like it was either like choosing between playing junior hockey for like 2 more years. So that's like playing hockey without school and just kind of focusing on hockey. And kind of after those years are up, you just kind of look at college after. But then we actually thought, like, hey, actually, it would be a great idea to just kind of start now. Going to school.
Do you have to maintain a certain GPA to stay on the team, or
yes.
look after that?
Yeah. No. Coaches vary.
I'm still surprised, you know.
Yeah. No. Coaches very aware of how everyone's doing, and just if you're not doing well, then.
What are you guys studying in school?
I'm actually both of us are biomedical majors. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're in the same, and then I'm going into pre-med. So but it's basically the same thing. Yeah. So.
And you guys will get 4 years of eligibility?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right on.
What's your major?
Yeah, on that note, I'm a kinesiology major.
Right on, man.
Right.
So was I.
I just like the thought of sitting in the gym and
working
not,
out.
Not going through a million years of school.
Oh yeah, that's what we're looking
Not sure if you can tell, we really haven't seen a gym in a while.
We have TV faces but radio bodies. You know.
What was the shock like coming down from Connecticut to El Paso?
Definitely a big culture shock for sure. Definitely
huge
like
difference. Yeah.
I mean, like we were thinking going down to Texas, you know, cowboy
like
hats,
cowboy
horses,
boots.
well, like all that stuff. But it was a little different coming from our part of the states to El Paso. But we were We definitely adjusted well.
Yeah, because at first it was pretty tough, but
Yeah.
I think we adjusted like as best as we could.
Yeah,
so,
definitely the heat was the one thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Super
yeah,
different.
yeah. That was the biggest difference.
And you two like to play golf,
Yes.
right? That's what I read in your bio.
Yeah.
So what do you guys shoot?
I like to say on a good day I shoot low 80s.
Really? Okay.
I
That's
don't-
where I
you're
used to
a
be.
liar.
Yeah.
How about you?
About the same actually. About the
Okay.
same. Yeah.
So on a good day, you
'cause-
guys are low 80s. I used to be there
yeah,
back in the
yeah,
day. Do you,
yeah.
do you play too?
I do, but I'm more like a high 90s.
Okay.
You just like to swing.
I do more looking for the ball than actually swinging.
That's fun though.
Yeah,
So who
that's
wins
yeah.
between the two of you guys? Since you guys are twins, you're extremely
on the course.
competitive, right?
Actually, the last time we played, we tied. But the time before
What?
that,
Oh well,
He-
well,
he-
well,
he
I think
actually
he
took-
fudged the scorecard a little
yeah,
bit.
that's
in
what
my
he always
defense,
said. That's what he always said.
Because
But actually, the time before that, he did win.
yeah, so
Okay, do you guys
Back
ever get
and forth.
this? You kind of have dark skin, like you look Hispanic a little bit.
Yeah,
You know, every time I do some
I
Spanish,
get
Te
it
hablan
all
en
the time.
español, amigos?
I
Oh,
get it
no.
all the
No,
time.
no, no.
I get it all the time. Like, no español.
You get mad at you.
yeah, like people
Like,
come up to us
yeah.
talking all Spanish. It's like,
Poncho.
no español.
español.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
You do get a
no,
lot.
I get that
You
all
do
the
get
time.
a lot.
I'm curious about this. Have you guys been to Chico's?
Yes.
And
Yes,
what, was
we
your,
have.
what was your thought the first time you went to Chico's?
My first thought was like, I don't know about this place. But actually, once we did go, there was like a big article out on like how it was like the best place in El Paso. So it was like, all right, guys.
Yeah, so it's like,
have
well,
to try
well,
it.
I guess we have to
shady.
That was,
That's the best place in El Paso.
Yeah.
we gotta pick it up.
So that's what really got us there, I guess.
So you guys just signed yesterday with UTEP. So you guys haven't played a game yet in
No,
the barn.
no,
We have not.
Okay.
not in.
It's
Not in the
it's
minor
pretty
uni.
awesome. I know this guy's incredibly fast. So he plays up front. Where do you guys play?
Forwards as well. Johnny's
Forwards.
a D-man.
Yeah.
When our coach needs him to be.
Yeah. So
Right on.
a lot of times I'm
So
like.
you're
the
gonna
power
teach him the
player.
ropes.
Or they'll be teaching me. I'm getting old. I don't know. I'm a seasoned vet now. I'm starting to get to the tail end. I'm just trying to take it easy.
He's old man. Old man.
How much more eligibility do you have with UTEP?
When I first came in, I think they said I had 5, so I still got another 4 years.
Right on.
Yeah, so I'll be here for a little while. The way I take school, I'll be here probably all 5.
Full on time wilderness.
Yeah, right.
Take advantage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when do y'all start your season, and who is your first game against, and when can we check out you all on the ice?
All right, so our first game of the season is away September 23rd
Talking to the mic,
versus
bud. There you are.
versus TCU, and our first
Is that
home
drum
game.
on that paper?
Yeah, I need a place
Yeah,
to put
proper,
it.
All right,
Whatever
and our
works.
first home game is October 14th versus Grand Canyon. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
So you can go see these awesome 3 guys, then you go listen to that dude Will Heron on the mic.
That's actually probably the coolest part about our games. Not gonna lie.
I appreciate that. It is a lot of fun. The
You just gave
intros.
him more ego,
I
man.
know.
Absolutely. No. Listen, the wilder and the louder, the better.
Oh, yeah.
All the boys
Oh,
love
yeah.
it. It's definitely a good
Oh,
part of
yeah.
the game. We love it.
I can't wait.
Are you guys excited for like some of these season games against UT, Texas A&M,
absolutely.
Texas Tech?
Yeah.
Like, I know you guys named some of
Definitely
those teams, but
have
there are
to
a lot of
get
the teams on that
after
schedule that are.
Yeah,
Come
we're
to
actually
town.
we're
Yeah.
actually part of a Texas conference now, where it's it's called the Texas Collegiate Hockey Conference. We have UT, Texas A&M, Texas State, and then as well we have TCU. There's basically every school in Texas that has a hockey club. We're playing them this year, and at the end of it, February 9th and 11th through the 11th, we have the playoffs here in El Paso for that
Oh.
conference. So all the Texas teams are coming in and looking to put on a good show there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you guys have a rivalry with the team? I mean, naturally, NMSU is our rival, but I mean, you play in this league. You got some guys that you kind of waiting to see, get a little payback.
Oh yeah, honestly, Texas State.
Nice.
I'm not naming any names here, but there's a couple guys there, and Texas A&M for sure. There's a lot of guys there.
Looking
that,
forward to it.
Yeah, definitely a lot of chatter between the 2 teams this past year. So
A lot of chirping going on.
yeah,
A little bit
definitely gotta
trash
make sure-
talk.
Definitely gotta make sure we take care of that.
Where can we find you guys online? Like on the Twitter and the Facebook and stuff.
Boys, you
All
take
All right,
care of
well,
those.
you can find me, Matt Sanka, at msanks11.
That's on
That's
Twitter.
on.
Oh, Instagram. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Instagram. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Insta.
Insta, yeah, I'm all about it.
Got a Twitter, got a Snapchat.
Oh yeah,
too?
oh yeah.
Trisha's gonna tell us on it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go.
Trisha's getting on the mic.
Trisha Luna.
You can follow the club on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at
Is that
That's
like
the most
everybody's
important one.
update?
Way to be selfish there, boys.
Oh yeah, all right.
And for
Kind of
all
took
the
that to
people-
use my own shout out. Sorry guys.
And for all the people in Radioland that haven't gone out and checked out UTEP hockey, it's freaking phenomenal to see these guys on ice. The speed of the game's incredible, especially this dude, number 15, Lucas. Like, he's like flash on the ice.
It's exciting.
And then Will's
Does
really
it all.
good at announcing. I mean, when I heard that, we're going to have a hockey club, I'm all, Will would be perfect for that because of, like, his voice is perfect in that arena. And just like the speed of the game, the hits, the scoring, it's really cool. It's cold. In El Paso, you don't get to go to a lot of places where it's cold.
I would hope it's cool.
So you have to go in there and chill out, literally.
A little refreshing.
But it's awesome. Me and Jenny love going to check out Utah Hockey. We're going to go to as many games as we can this year.
They drive a dune buggy out onto the ice
Oh
and
my
shoot
gosh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
T-shirts at people and stuff like that.
And we still have that knocker ball hockey, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
regular knocker ball, but you have
Oh
the
my
two
God,
nets
that's
at
so
center
fun.
ice, guys kicking around pucks. It's a
Nuts.
blast. Everyone's falling
Nuts.
over.
People are smoking each other. It's
Oh
great.
my
I
God.
like the way
So
Lucas
fun.
said,
It's so
"Eh?"
fun.
Did you hear that?
I was gonna start the media together.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that hockey
Been
culture.
around the block a little bit.
coming out.
Right on, right on.
So I have a question that I need to ask just for my own personal knowledge to find this out.
Okay.
Whenever I was in the Air Force, I met a couple people from Connecticut. He said that you guys aren't called like how we're called Texans. You got New Mexicans, things like that.
Mhm.
He said that people from Connecticut are called people from Connecticut.
Yeah.
What are you guys
Hmm.
called? Is it people from Connecticut?
I would like to think it's like Connecticans.
I
Connecticans,
don't know,
maybe.
that's
See, you guys go back to
that's-
Connecticut and get your
that's-
schooling on. That's
That's
awful.
just all,
Y'all
all I
haven't
know.
been back in
Yeah, I
way
know.
too long, but
I
no.
know.
See, I was thinking, I was debating between Connecticutites and then
Oh, I actually like that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard Yankee a lot too.
Yankee, yeah,
Especially when you come down
Yankee
here and
gets
everyone
thrown
kind of
out.
hears the accent. And
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you Yank or you
Oh
Yankee.
yeah,
It's-
oh yeah, definitely. Once we first came down here, we got that a lot.
Yeah.
It was like, oh geez, like, where are you guys from? And so it was just definitely got that a lot.
So, a couple more questions before we go ahead and let y'all get on out of here. Favorite hockey teams, like professional teams. I'm guessing yours is the Penguins.
Yeah, both of ours.
Penguins,
The Pittsburgh
yeah.
Penguins,
Yeah, both
Stanley
of
Cup
us.
champs this year.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Winner
so.
pickers.
Are you like Will, where he became a Cleveland Cavaliers fan this week?
Oh, nice. Okay.
And he was a Warriors fan about a week before.
Oh,
that.
It's a good year
what
for
a-
me in basketball.
It's always a good year, I guess.
Yeah, I'm actually a Devils fan.
Oh,
Right on.
Yeah, where I'm from, I'm just on the border of New York City.
Mhm.
So everyone there is a Rangers fan or an Islanders fan. So I figured I'd be different and go
Naturally.
for the Devils.
You want to fight with everybody?
Give me a bad rap.
No, I'm sorry. Zanowski is an awesome player, very good person. He likes to pet puppies and
All walks on the beach and all.
Oh, yeah.
the whole
Oh,
nine.
yeah.
yeah, that and Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah.
I actually haven't caught that wave yet.
No.
Me either.
Thank
Good
God.
for
God bless you.
I'm all about it.
I've caught 10 while
all
sitting in
about
my chair at work.
Really?
It must be nice. I have to go everywhere.
Yeah.
I have to go downtown. Here is a gold mine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Really?
I'm so
Yeah,
awesome
yeah,
that
it's
you
a
get
gold
to-
mine.
Strangest Pokemon story so far. You found any bodies yet? or-
For me, actually no. I've it's actually been pretty normal. Like I'm just walking around, hitting those Pokestops, getting those Pokemon. That's it.
'Cause, like,
nothing too crazy.
I don't think
body.
we see like too many crazy stuff because like every time we like go and try to find Pokemon because like there's just crowds of people
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just like doing the same thing.
It's insane.
So it's like
Have you met
I don't know.
anybody or?
no, actually
kinda
kind
keep-
of yeah
yeah,
yeah
yeah.
yeah, yeah, like a few people.
Yeah.
Stranger danger.
Find the love of your life.
Oh, yeah, no.
I've
It's
actually
also good
heard
to go in
there's a
groups.
story
Good
that
to go in
someone did
groups, yeah.
like find someone playing Pokemon. I don't know.
Hey, maybe I should get on that.
I've been looking at the bars and haven't found anything.
I think that might be our problem. Though.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
guys,
it's crazy
I'd like to thank y'all for coming out here.
Yeah,
on the
thanks
show.
for having us.
They brought some people
Absolutely.
too.
It was fun.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
brought some people.
Brought the fan
Shout out to the
Entourage.
people.
Entourage.
Right?
No,
Yeah,
just
brought my
family,
aunt,
just
Gilda
family.
Victorino, Ruth, my sister Sarah Sanka.
Yeah.
Little.
She's
little
also
shout out.
going to UTEP as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, wow.
This-
Right
this
on,
upcoming-
Sarah Sanka.
Yeah, so
upcoming year.
we actually come from a family. No, actually a long
Came
line
from
of
a family?
miners.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh,
Believe it or not.
no, we come from like a long line of miners. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh, cool.
kinda-
Wow.
So that's another reason. So.
What's the slogan? Picks up.
Picks up, sticks down.
Picks up, sticks
Yeah,
down.
there
There
it
it
is.
is.
Picks
Like
up,
that
sticks
smash
down.
No,
I got
no,
something
no,
for this.
Sticks down, picks up. Trisha said we're backwards.
Sticks down,
Sticks
picks
down,
up.
picks up.
Hold on, it's on the back of the shirt. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's right, sticks down,
I
sticks
can't
down.
get it. I can't
There
read
it
all
is,
too
there
good.
it is.
Man,
I'm
I
gonna
got
read,
something
not to
there.
read.
guys, thank you all for coming out. Lucas Znosco, I suck at names.
No, right on. You got it on the money.
John Sanka, Matt Sanka,
Yeah.
thank you all. Trisha Luna, thank you for
Absolutely,
bringing
thanks for
them out.
Yep, thank
Shout
you.
out to your family members back there.
Shout out, yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out, Lucas. Anybody?
Yeah, shout out to everyone. You know, I'm a big lover. You know, love everyone type thing.
Except
Yeah,
Texas
Lee.
State.
Yeah,
Except
Texas State.
No love for those guys.
No way.
No
No
love.
way.
No, but
No mercy.
shout out to everyone back home, the 203.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
There you go.
203.
Yeah.
860 over here.
Back in the 203.
It's the first 203 representation.
We're gaining more fans.
We're here.
Go
Just one more
nationwide.
time before you guys go. When's the season opener? Where's it going to be at?
All right, so the first game we're playing away at TCU September 23rd, but our first home game is October 14th versus Grand Canyon. And if you want to find our website, we're all over Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. We got a website, minershockey.com. Am I right? That's what it is.
There
Not
it
be
is,
selfish
yeah.
like
Dude.
me.
I'm getting there, slow and
Yeah.
steady. I'm starting to figure it out.
Jeez, sign him up, guys.
Yeah, right? You know, that's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so, you know, if anyone's interested, definitely love to have everyone come out. You know, we definitely love to pack that place. It's a good
Oh,
time.
for
And
sure. I can't
definitely,
wait.
definitely one of the most fun places to play in Texas and probably in the country. So definitely would love to see all of El Paso show up and just pack the barn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
Can't
we'll be
wait.
Oh, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
We'll be
Oh,
there.
yeah. Come on down.
We'll be the drunk guys. And you'll be the ones-
Yeah.
So,
You gotta come watch the CT boys.
we got our designated driver also back there. He's like, no. Once again, guys, thank you all for coming out. Trisha,
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
bringing them.
Thank
Will,
you, Trisha, very
Yes.
much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yep, thanks, Trish. Yeah.
Everybody stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some UTEP soccer players.
Ah, I like
Alright.
that, right?
I like
Is the
it.
hammer in the house?
The Hammers in the house.
Gonna need to meet some of your fellow athletes.
Yeah, you boys might have to stick around, eh?
Oh, God.
Hey.
We'll be right back on Shoot Up Podcast, everybody.
It's a great job, guys. He has like a 15, 20, 300 point GPA.
Yeah, he does.
And he can't count to
He's
4.
got the highest GPA of anybody I've ever
Telling
met.
you.
My goodness.
I mean, I like him and all, but man.
We are back live on our live stream here. Say hello to the camera, everybody.
Hello.
YouTube.
YouTube.
We're making that YouTube money now.
Yeah.
You guys we've totally sold out.
And I'm okay with that.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
I'll take that 30 cents.
If it's extra money, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Well, with your extra 74 cents you made, you can
Yeah,
find
yeah. Stealing Wassel's money.
But welcome back to the Shootout Podcast, everybody. I'm the gunslinger Michael Tipton, along with the gifted growler Will Herring.
UTEP.
UTEP. And the voice of the Tigers, Michael Montez.
Miners!
I'm not doing that. We also have...
We planned that.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We also have the best engineer in the history of engineers, Vossel Zabinal. How you doing, little buddy? No minors? I'm just wanting the minors from you.
See, there's a difference between on-air talent and off-air talent, and you're proving it right now again.
You just made it right now.
He's only here so he doesn't get fined. It's a Marshawn Lynch joke. No. See, these are soccer people. Oh, did I already give it away?
Yes, you did.
Oh.
Not yet. All
My
right.
God.
Who do we have here?
We have the Hammer, Aaliyah Davis.
The Hammer?
The Hammer.
Why do they call her that?
Because she brings it, bruh. What'd you
So
get
I've
for it?
heard.
The Hammer.
What'd you get for it?
Supposedly, I'm very aggressive.
Supposedly?
Yes, supposedly.
Not
Oh, okay.
violent.
Not
aggressive.
violent.
I'm,
She's
I'm an
aggressive.
aggressive player, and I happen to be a lot bigger than most of the girls, so it looks a lot worse than it really is.
That's true.
And there is flopping in soccer, I'll say that.
Okay, what happens is these girls like run into Aaliyah and then hit the ground hard. And they're like, oh, Aaliyah got me. And no, what happened was you ran into and you got bounced off. And that's your fault, not Aaliyah's. And they're like, oh, yellow card. That'll fix her. Well, after like 2-3 games of like girls running into her and her getting a yellow card, you know, that adds up into a red. And it is not fair. I don't like it. And you just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You are awesome. Don't let them slow you down.
All right, thanks.
All right. There you go, coach.
Wow.
Good.
Will Herring.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah!
Soapbox
The
Will.
best advice I've ever
Had
gotten.
to get that off my chest.
And along with the Hammer, we also have the Honey Badger, Heather Clark. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm the quiet one.
That's enough.
So, UTEP Soccer, it's right around the corner. It's going to be starting here in about a month or so.
Very, very true. It's
Less than a month.
Less than
Yes.
a very big season, too. This is Coach's, possible 20th win season in a row?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Crazy. He's been here a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
And to just be winning every year? Unbelievable. How many times did he say awesome this whole week? Have you guys counted yet?
We
I
haven't
only got
been
to
around a
I only
bit,
got to
so.
see him one day, so
Okay.
probably only like 4 or 5. But he did tell me before I came on. He said, "Don't say awesome."
That's the first thing we do.
What's the highest coach count of awesomes that you guys have heard?
We
all
should
season?
start keeping
We
count. I
should.
don't think we've
I don't
kept
think we
count,
have either.
but that might be something we do this year.
Okay, I think
It'll have to
Keaton
be a
does.
secret, so if anybody knows
I
him,
think
don't
you're
tell
right.
him.
I think Keaton does. I think you're right. She would have a better tally.
Hopefully he's not listening, so then he won't
Oh,
know
no,
that
he
we're
will
gonna tally.
listen. He listens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shaky
He's like one of our
listens.
Well, maybe he'll
biggest
forget.
fans.
Yeah, he'll do that.
We'll remind him. He'll be on before the season starts. We'll remind him.
He'll laugh about it.
Yeah, he will.
He will.
He's
Okay.
good.
And then what we'll do is have Vossel in there, and he'll count how many times he says it.
There you
Yeah.
go.
What's the best part about playing for Coach Cross?
Well, if we're gonna keep the trend going, he's an awesome coach.
Hey!
But
One.
he's extremely supportive of all of us as individuals and as a team. Constantly giving us support, whether it's with academics or like even Heather and the rest of the staff. Like if we have anything that's going on, they are open doors. Like any issues or even if it's personal stuff, like they have done it all. They've been counselors and all kinds of stuff, but they're always there. Open door policy with them. Full support ever since.
What made you want to come to the Miners?
The team in general, the family environment that we have is incredible. Just, I think also the support that we have from coaches, you don't see a lot of different places where you're completely comfortable to talk to them about whether it's something we think we can do better on the field. It's been a change of formation that we brought up, and they've been open to hearing those, and not a lot of coaches are going to want you to change what they've done for however many years. And so just like little stuff like that wouldn't seem like it was a big deal is crucial to the team that we have. And so it's been really awesome. There we go, number 2.
Good
2. So Heather, you played at UTEP, and what did you play? I think you said in the back.
Yes, I actually started in the midfield, and then Kevin moved me into the defense. So I finished my career as left back.
Okay, and then you went away and you came back, right?
I did. I got a job at Valparaiso University. Kevin helped me get that. It was my first coaching job up there. So I coached 2 seasons up there, and then Kevin had an opening, and he said, "Do you want to come home?" And I said, "Yes, get me out of the cold. I will gladly come back." And yeah, I've been here back since 2010.
Wow.
So you and I have something in common because every time I played soccer, I was also left back. No one ever picked
Why not?
Absolutely terrible. Yeah.
You're from Alamogordo, Heather.
Yes.
What's soccer like in Alamogordo?
Anymore, I don't really know because I don't get back there during season. Their season runs when ours is running, so I don't get to see a lot of games. But yeah, they've got a few players. I know one just went to Marshall last year, so they have kind of a diamond in the rough here and there every now and again. I'd love to get more New Mexico kids back here, but you just gotta find the right ones. So
Your father was a soccer coach?
yes, he was my high school coach my freshman through senior years in high school.
How was that playing for your father? Like,
Um,
my coach sucked. I hate him. Ah! Hey, Dad.
My mother literally had to have us make a pact because after games we would just argue. We would. He'd be so mad or something
No.
about the game. Yes. And he'd, be talking to me and I'd be mad about something and then nobody else has to hear this. Why do I have to hear this? So my mother said, no, just no more talking about it afterward. And I'm like, okay, that sounds fair. So, but it was good. I mean, he's obviously my favorite coach for lots of reasons, but it was a great family experience. It brought me very close to him. So I like it.
And Elia, you're from Hewitt, Texas. Where is that exactly?
Waco.
Okay.
It's like a I guess like a suburb
Yeah.
of Waco. Like my high school is technically in Waco, but it was kind of split in half between Hewitt and Waco. So it's just a little outside.
And you guys are good. You made it to the state semis, right? From what I read.
Yeah, we had an awesome team. Every year we were either regionals or state semis. I think 2 years we went to state semis and unfortunately lost there, but we had a good run for sure every year when I was there. So.
And you've always been a midfielder?
For the most part,
I would assume with
yes.
your height, you get a lot of stuff in the box. Like when on set plays, you're like the target.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
Right? I would assume.
It
Up
is.
there.
It is awesome.
Oh, some of those pictures they've had, like George has gotten there, just like heading the ball to the goal. The keeper has no chance off every direction. Like, I had such a hard time. Like when we score, I want to flip the table up and run out there with you guys. And Mark's like, calm down, Will.
Very professional.
Yeah.
Very professional.
I am
You just
not.
flip it nicely.
Gotcha.
Like set it on the ground.
They can tell I should shake it. I'm like, let's go, ladies.
But yeah, so for the most part, I played midfielder. I've played defense. Some coaches have
Are you the
attempted-
defensive midfielder? I would assume
Yeah.
that's your role.
Yeah, I'm
All
more
the time.
defensive minded.
Yeah, you seem like that.
She likes to
With your
blow
aggressiveness.
stuff up. That's right. She blows
Her aggressiveness.
blows stuff up in the middle.
I was told not to say the V word, violent. Told to say aggressiveness.
But actually, going from middle school, my middle school coach thought I'd be a good goalie for some reason. I guess because I was tall. So I went into high school as a goalkeeper, and we had like 4 goalkeepers in high school, so they put us on the field when we weren't playing goalie, and I never went back after that. Thank
They
goodness.
learned.
Too good.
Yeah,
Too
so for the
good.
most part, I've played midfield, some defense. They've attempted to put me up forward. Not our best idea, so I stay in the mids.
Have you ever thought of going back to be a goalie for
Absolutely
UTEP?
not.
No. Why is that?
Absolutely not. That is the hardest position on the field, I would say. Like, personally, I think goalkeeping is the absolute hardest.
I'm not violent.
hardest position on the field just because like the 1v1s that they have to come out on and like I don't want to get hit in the face. So
Really?
diving
It's
into
just a ball.
somebody in their cleats, like I've been kicked in the face before once. But just the things that goalie, like I had a friend, one of my best friends is a goalie, and she got like kicked full on in the head, like girl was gonna take a shot. She grabbed the ball, and the girl didn't see that the ball was gone and kicked her in the head. Just like there's stuff like that that I would not go out for. And so there's aggressive is just like
Wow.
not really.
That's interesting. I didn't see her saying that.
Yeah. No, I would not play goalie. It's too much.
Plus the talent that we have in goal with Palacios and Keeter.
Oh.
I mean, you wouldn't play.
No, no, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. So.
I think that's actually the first compliment he's given Keaton.
She's terrible. Just kidding. I love
She's
Keeter.
hilarious.
She is one of the funniest people I know. That's for sure.
She is hilarious.
You're a senior this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So how's the role changed now that you're a senior on the team?
I just have to give it my all because this is it. Like, I think that's really the only thing that is like would really change is just like make sure that I have ran out of soccer by the time I'm done. It's crazy. We've been talking about it a lot. Today was like our last day of summer workouts for the most part. We have deload the rest of the week, but we were just like, wow, this is the end, like celebrate. But it's actually so sad that this is the last summer. Like, and I'm going on 5 years. And so the fact that 4 years would have been the end is like, it's crazy. So I'm very thankful and grateful that I had a 5th year.
And she's really good too. She was 2013, 2014, 2015 NSCAA Central Region.
Yes.
2014, 2015 All Conference USA First Team. Conference USA Commissioners Honor Roll 2013, 2014, 2015.
So research department over here.
Yeah.
So that's
He
pretty
works for a
impressive.
lawyer too.
I do a lot of research all day.
Surprise.
So that's pretty impressive.
Thank
Not
you.
bad.
Very impressive.
Thanks.
How many yellow cards? Just kidding. You're not gonna go there.
Oh, no.
Just a few.
She's led conference.
Yeah.
USA
Yeah,
for the
she's. I
last
didn't want to
5
hear
years.
that. But kind of like what Will said. Yeah, and you know, I mean, it kind of reminds me like a Shaq. Remember how he would get a foul just for standing there?
Yeah.
That's
it's kind of
literally
like,
happened to
yeah,
her.
that's what I've seen.
Yep.
You are the Shaq of soccer.
Oh, you change your name?
A lot of
Oh, yeah,
people
the
actually
Shack
said
hammer.
that. That's so funny. Like, people say, like, you're Shaq. Just because even on the field, like, I look a lot
Diesel.
bigger than everybody else. And so it just.
Aaliyah the
I just go
Diesel
with it.
Davis.
I like it.
Diesel
Yeah.
Davis!
Oh,
You
no.
nailed it. There it is.
Oh,
The
no.
Diesel.
Now, I know last year kind of ended a little abruptly for you guys, a little sour for you guys.
Yeah.
Would I be wrong in saying, as I always do, that you guys are going to go undefeated and win a national championship this year?
Hey!
No pressure.
None.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. I am
If we're being
handing that
completely honest,
pressure to you.
We
I
prefer.
think reasonable goals we make at the beginning of the season. And so, yes, we would love to. Who wouldn't love to win a national
You heard it
championship?
There it is.
first.
She
But
said it.
I think
The
if we're
Diesel.
making realistic goals, I think it's very realistic for us to win conference. I think it's very realistic for us to win the conference tournament, and to make it into NCAA nationals would be really reaching.
I don't think so.
And I think it would be
I don't
great.
think so.
We
Remember
believe
that.
you're on the shootout.
But I
You
think
should.
if we're making and being completely honest and making realistic goals, I think those two are for sure very realistic for us.
And you
That'd
guys
be
have
awesome.
7 seniors, right? And you guys did, I mean, in the
Yeah.
spring season, you guys beat 2 Pac-12 schools.
We did.
Exactly.
We did
So, I mean,
really
you
well.
guys have, I mean, you guys do have the potential to beat pretty much anybody on the West Coast, I would assume.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of us, and Heather and I were just talking about this, just how we approach the season. I think coming out of last year, we didn't have the season that we wanted to, but we did well during the season. It just came down to the last few games where we put it on the line for ourselves. And so it was unfortunate that we didn't make it there, but we learned a lot of things from this season, a lot of rebuilding, and then we did go into the spring and had an amazing spring, the best spring since
Probably since you've been
Since
here.
I've been here for
I've
sure.
back, too.
Beat both Arizonas.
Mhm.
yeah.
We even featured you on Channel 7 for a package on who could throw the ball further. And they did the girl that did the flip, and she can throw far, but Leah can throw to the other side of the field.
Yes.
Like, she can hit the ice cream truck on Mesa
Oh, yeah.
from University Field.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see her just hammering people down,
Boom.
running them over like the Diesel,
No.
and throwing the ball. That's what
Oh,
she's
dude,
doing.
seriously, it is impressive. Like, she throws it further than dudes, like, further than me. It's like she kicked
That's
it.
not hard.
Yeah.
Well,
Good.
she throws farther than I do.
No, I don't. Heather.
She's always get back to the damn
Yeah,
questions.
not funny. Okay, yeah, you know, seniors and these freshmen coming in. How is everybody going to fit? How's the meld going to be? So like the mold. You know what I'm talking about? Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you 100%, man.
Don't be with me. Correct me.
How's everything?
Are they
There you
gonna
go.
hold
Yeah.
it?
How's everything gonna mesh together?
Mesh. That's the word. Thank you.
I think I think our team always does well, as Aaliyah talked about earlier. Like we have such a good team chemistry and family atmosphere that everybody pretty much comes in feeling accepted. So, some schools are maybe cliques or upperclassmen don't associate with lowerclassmen or whatever. We don't really have any of that. Everybody just kind of hangs out with everybody. So I think that's one of the things that makes our team great. And even with the high numbers this year, since everybody's going to be like a big family, I think it'll work really well. I'm excited to see everybody actually play in a week.
Is there any new freshmen we need to look out for? Or
Oh
gonna
gosh!
get some playtime?
Oh, that it's too early to tell on that.
Come on.
I don't
Very political.
make those kinds of
That's the
predictions.
right thing to say.
That's
though.
right.
We do.
And I don't make those kinds of predictions. But no, we have a very strong class of freshmen, and we had 2 transfers, and I think all of them have the potential to contribute a lot. So it'll just kind of see how it goes in practice. That'll be the real test. So
What about seniors that are going to step up and
our
make some noise?
oh man,
Who should we
well
look at?
Leah,
Heard of her.
she's gonna do great things. I'm really proud of this individual right here because she's been a leader pretty much her whole career, and she has just grown every single year. And so I'm really excited for her. I'm sad it's her senior year, but I'm really excited for her. And she's got some other leaders with her that are in the senior class, so it's a really strong group, and I think we can go far, like she said.
Like a national
Yeah.
championship or bust.
Aaliyah is my mother's favorite player
Why?
because she's awesome.
Because she's the hammer.
You tell that Aaliyah that I
Because
said
she's
she's
Shaq
great.
Jr.
The
So-
diesel.
Because she's Shaq Jr.
Yeah. Shout out for my mother to Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Well, as we know, the season's going to start in less than a month. I finally
Right.
got that right.
August 19th.
Yeah.
August 19th.
Against the Aggies, Battle by 10 on the
That's
soccer
right.
field.
You answered the question I was going to ask.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were going to follow up with like that.
Stat boy over here.
My bad. My bad.
God.
The
Michael
big brain on
Montez.
I was
Montez.
just excited.
You just joined the
Very.
team.
Because I think I can make that game, which is rare. So that's why I had to kind of circle.
It's a big event. We're gonna have association helps put in a tailgate before the game, and Rudy's contributes like free sandwiches to so many people that show up, and so it'll be a big fun thing. It is every year.
How good are the fans here?
Awesome.
Great.
Like seriously, like
No,
better
they
than
really
other
are.
places,
Legit,
right?
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing about athletics here is we get a lot of support just
Mhm.
because it's us and the Chihuahuas and
Mhm.
well now the hockey team, and so I think just like having a small, we're not competing with any other schools. We're a lot of like Dallas area. They're competing with however many schools are up there.
And pro sports.
And the
Yeah.
Cowboys and the Rangers.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. So like our soccer fans are, I think, very faithful to us.
Do they have a drum at the soccer games? I've
Everybody's
heard
got a
drum.
bucket. The kids got buckets.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
buckets
give
for them to
buckets, we
beat
give
on.
noisemakers,
Yep.
and all
That's pretty
kinds of
legit,
stuff.
dude.
So there.
It's pretty legit.
You say,
speaking of,
you say like free sandwiches and free toys and stuff.
You're in.
You
I
got
got
the
you.
big
That.
Sounds like a Saturday night to
maybe
me.
maybe some free shirts
Chips,
too.
dips, chains, and
Yeah.
whips.
You know.
sounds like a challenge.
Wow, Montez.
There you go there.
Caught up on that.
You're working out this previous summer and everything like that. What have you changed coming into this season? Like, are you like putting on like strength or maybe more conditioning? What was the plan?
My goals for this summer, going into the fall, were to increase my conditioning, and so just getting as fit as I can, which also comes with playing. And so hopefully I'll get that in camp, obviously, because soccer shape is completely different than running shape. But that, and then I have gotten a lot stronger in the weight room, but honestly, like that really isn't that big of a deal, I think. But
Wasn't really the goal. You're more worried about.
yeah,
conditioning.
just making sure that I'm able to do what I need to do on the field. So, but like with my, like we have accountability groups, and so our group made goals for this summer, and then one of them was just making, building better relationships with our team members and personal relationships, and so just getting to know everybody as individuals and So I guess that's been my changes for the summer.
Don't get my notes. I see you
I'm not,
peeking over here.
Trying to read
Pretty
them.
much your answers.
your handwriting's not that easy to read. So
No,
don't worry.
it's true. It's
I haven't
not.
figured anything out.
I wish it was on purpose.
Wow,
Like,
that's terrible.
I
I haven't
know.
figured anything out, so it's okay.
Good.
Why is he writing these notes as we go?
I'm writing my
Like,
name
why
on
aren't they
tabs.
before?
Onto the bus, man. Like, wow.
I'm like, what's he
Man.
writing? We're in the middle of
There's
an
my
interview. What
buddy
the
over
hell's he
here.
writing?
He's being professional, man.
Oh,
You're not
okay.
throwing him under the bus.
Yeah.
My bad. Well, that, I mean, yeah,
Bus
that's right.
drivers over here. Are we gonna get the band out to the field? Asking Mr. Darby last week about that.
Oh, yeah?
I want the band to
I
come
hope
out.
so. We would love it. We would
That'd be
absolutely
It was so
love to
unfortunate.
have
The
it.
game that they
I
finally came
know.
out and it
It
poured rain.
poured
Literally, it was just like
buckets.
coming down.
Yeah.
Like
It
Typhoon.
was terrible.
it was crazy.
So yeah,
but they
we
were
would
there
love it.
and
We
they
would love
played.
it.
So we were like,
And then
thank
they
you.
ran.
Sorry.
And then they left, but I don't blame them. But
Too
yeah,
bad
we
by
would
lightning.
love to have them out again for sure.
All right, Coach Clark. So what's coming up on the schedule? Like, when is conditioning? Conditioning just ended.
Right.
So
Summer
what's coming up?
training's ending next Wednesday. We start 2-a-days. So that's when we'll do all of our practicing and some fun conditioning and all of that stuff for about 2 weeks. And then we'll gear up for our game on the 19th. So
And that's here, right? The
yes,
first game's here.
first game is here, 7 p.m. August 19th. And it's also camper reunion day. So anybody that attended our summer camps can wear their camp shirt and get in free.
Can you
Nice.
sneak in the shootout, boys?
I can maybe make that happen. maybe.
Aw.
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
Nice.
Aw, get
We're
some
gonna get free
Rudies.
briskets.
You say free food, this guy's there.
All
Oh,
right,
so there.
done.
Food, okay.
So the intro of your season, first soccer game of the season, pretty much like the introduction to UTEP athletics for everybody. For
Yeah.
football, everybody knows it. All eyes are on you. A little nervous or excited?
I think
Are they
there's
kinda
always
used to
those
it?
first game jitters that you just kind of have to get out. But aside from that, like we've been waiting for this first game since last fall ended. So it's just been like anticipation all the time. Like we're tired of running and lifting weights. We just want to play now.
It's scary to think that she got stronger.
No,
Right?
really.
Right? Yep.
I'm so glad I don't play soccer.
Yeah,
Maybe, you know what we could do? We could have Vossel go out there.
I like that idea.
Russell, are you down?
If girls running around her get smacked down, I'm gonna be blown away. Trust me on that one.
Well, that makes for good watching.
Yeah, he's like our hitting dummy.
Yeah.
Just throw him out there. Let go, just tear him up. So have you been working with Coach Leach?
Yes.
Everybody loves a Raider.
Everybody loves Coach Leach. He is awesome. Tally it.
Run for it. I snuck one in. No one
I
caught
don't
it.
know any other words to describe it, like to describe people. I feel like awesome's a good way to describe somebody, so I think I use it more often than needed, but that's okay. Me and Coach are on the same
Yeah,
level.
not as much as Kevin. That's okay.
Well, maybe that's what
But-
Coach Cross does, is he just puts that word into your vocabulary
Yeah.
and it's stuck there the rest of your life.
Fair.
But yeah, no, Leach he has, every year he does everything that he can possibly to get us to where we need to be. And so we had an awesome, there we go.
Five.
It's frustrating
That's
because
six.
when people point stuff out, then you realize how much you actually say it. But we had a huge number of girls out this year, and so I think he was very encouraged by that. And so just that on its own, I think maybe pumped him up a little bit. And so he's excited for the season as always, ready to give his speeches.
That's what I want to talk about. You talk about some of the
Yes.
speeches.
Well, actually this summer he started coming
I
up
get
with-
excited. Coach Leach gets excited.
It's
he
really
started
Right.
coming up with these sayings now. So
Please,
I
please.
don't know if I
What?
can list them, but he says he's made them up, and we try to tally, or not tally, but keep track of what they are. But he'll say like, I'll try and think of something in a little bit. But
Yard barn.
but no, it's like stuff that's it's encouraging. Just these like encouraging phrases that he's started to come up with this summer, which have been very funny.
Can't wait.
But no, he gives these speeches right after we finish the warm up, or right before we do the last exercise on the warm up. He gets everybody together and he like starts pacing across the warm up lines. And like sometimes he like starts
Like
licking
Lombardi.
his lips a lot. And it's just, like, he like gets really pumped up and he starts like jumping around and he'll like yell and we'll yell back and then he'll yell some more and we'll yell back. And then he has this. Sometimes he looks up stuff, so he'll do some research on a quote somebody said, and so he'll start it off with that quote.
False calls in 7 years ago. Forefathers.
So he has this speech prepared, and he prepares usually all week. So we give him a hard time all week, like making sure that he's ready for the games. And sometimes on away trips when he's not there, we have to interpret ourselves. And so
who does it?
Ange has done it once.
Cutia?
It wasn't that good.
Oh,
she was just
Ange.
like, she didn't want to like. I mean,
Big Ginge?
it was it was fine, but she didn't want to like get all like rowdy. Like
That's the Canadian in her.
I'm not convinced he actually speaks sentences. I think it's just yelling words, and they're all like.
So I'm assuming this is one of the strength and conditioning coaches.
Yeah. He's our strength and conditioning coach.
Coach is awesome.
He is.
He cares so much about the program, you can tell. But yeah, I'm not convinced there's actual words in the speeches all
It
the
just
time.
sounds good.
Hey,
That's all that matters.
sometimes they're like legit. Like you get pumped, and sometimes you just can't help but laugh. But either way, it'll get you ready for the game.
Right.
So.
That's right.
Have you ever thought of like what he said, like one of these funny moments you're out in the field and just start cracking up to
No.
yourself?
No, but that would be hilarious. But it's funny because they'll get it on video, and so it'll be in the highlight film from at the end of the year, or certain sometimes he forgets the words or.
I need to find this highlight film.
It's funny.
So unfinished business was last year's kind of theme.
Mhm.
What's it this year?
We are minor strong. That's what's on all the posters. So
That'll work.
That's
That's the one.
Sounds good to me.
I'm pretty sure because they usually put on the posters, and so all the posters so far this year say we are minor strong, and so speaks perfectly to what we want to do this year and be minor strong. But I think just go in with a strong mindset and get ready to win.
Win a national championship.
What would be your phrase if you could have a phrase on a poster?
Oh no.
Here comes the diesel.
I know.
Get out the way!
I can't bring the pain.
Make a hole, make a wide.
I need some time to think of.
I don't know. You're on the shootout. You're on the spot. We need answers. Calling up Coach Darby and Coach Stahl will be like, we're changing the posters.
Reorder all
I
of
don't
them.
think I have anything. I honestly can't think of anything. I don't know.
Coach
That's
Clark.
different.
We could just put awesome on there.
All right.
There you go.
Awesome.
That's what we need. Awesome.
Mine are awesome.
We are awesome.
Yeah, there you go. 9.
Off the field, you're big into FCA and some of these other Christian groups you want to talk about?
FCA, I'm extremely passionate about. FCA is Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and basically that's what I do most of the summer. We have a college group that we do it here with, but a lot of it is high school and middle school kids throughout high school and their middle school, whether it's before school or after school, and basically these past 2 years, and so and thing to be able to work those camps kids, and so it's really cool.
Does she have any faults?
What?
Her.
No, I told you we
Yeah.
have
I was
lots.
like,
Let me
oh
know
my
when you
god,
find one.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, what's wrong with her? Nothing.
Yeah, no, we have a
She has
president
beat up
campaign
She's
going
pretty great. She's pretty great.
I mean, it's kind of like, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong with this kid. She's like perfect. She's like the perfect student athlete.
No.
Well, what's your GPA? That we
My
can ask.
4.09.
This last semester, it was a 3.43, I think,
Sounds
I
right.
think it dropped 0.1.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Point one. Oh no.
But yeah, I think 3.43.
And what's your major?
Kinesiology with
right
a
on.
physical education focus. So hopefully middle school or elementary PE are in my future.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
She'll
play
be a
kids.
coach someday
Here in El
too.
Paso?
Yeah.
Wherever I can find a job.
Are you doing
Let's
student
keep her
teaching yet?
here.
I do my student teaching in the spring.
Where at?
They choose for us.
Okay.
So they
I'll
kind of.
put in a good word for you.
Thank you.
I
Get
know
up.
people.
He is,
Say,
he is the president.
No, no,
That's
no, no,
why
no,
he's-
no, I don't. No, my sister works with a lot of students.
He's like the mayor.
Yeah, he's,
No.
Yeah, so they usually put us around wherever you live. So like Ange is doing her student teaching this semester. She's doing El Paso High and AOA.
There you go.
So
Cool.
So she'll be there. But yeah, so not too much longer.
I know.
As far as knowing people in the city of El Paso, it's Oscar Leeser, Michael
Okay, good to know.
No,
Good to
I'm
know.
not. I'm not. Right on.
Yeah, I always, since we have UTEP soccer here, one of my favorite players as well is Bree, the Shark Thomas.
Yes.
The
How's she
Shark.
doing?
Bree Thomas.
Sure.
She getting geared up, sharpening those teeth.
Yeah, she's getting ready.
We're gonna get her on one night. I'm gonna have to. We'll work that
You
out.
should have some pull.
Absolutely.
I think
It's
I
not like
should.
you're related or
Aren't you
something.
like a cousin?
Yeah.
Like a first cousin?
I'll see her soon.
Hey,
I'll be like, we need to get you on
I'll
the
let
show.
her know. I'll let her know tomorrow at workouts. Like,
Mm.
there's been a request for you.
That's right.
definitely.
So,
You're right.
but yeah, Bree is funny. She's hilarious. Yeah,
Who's
and she's unreal.
who's more aggressive? You or the Shark?
Ooh.
That's.
Ooh.
I feel like it's almost even. Like I feel like it's pretty even.
Yeah.
Just
I
because
don't know
Bree
what
comes
I'd
at it
call.
with a small a small angle and knocks people down, and I'm just bigger. But Bree
Knows how to hit.
she
She
uses
knows how to
uses
hit.
her body well. Like, that's what
Yes.
they tell smaller players though. Like normally just
Right.
figure out how to use your body
Right.
because there's gonna be girls that are bigger than you, and Bree has figured out to the T.
Yes.
guys.
Vindictive.
She has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the speed
You
that she
bumping
has,
her.
like the two. Like I don't have the speed. Like so.
Tanks don't have to go fast.
That's right.
I don't have the speed, but Bree has the speed and the skill, so all of it combined is crazy.
That's the one thing that surprises me when I go out to their games is how fast they are. I mean, you know, like
They make it look
Bree and
easy.
a number 11. I don't know who number 11 is. She
That was
plays-
Ange. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Angela
fast, right?
Kataya. Mhm.
Yeah, see, and I was just like, damn, these girls can really run. And they're like really aggressive.
That was always the first thing I noticed whenever I saw any sports because I ran like I was in quicksand.
They're all so fast.
Yeah, maybe that's
It's
true.
like I'll never be that fast.
That is true. Never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just disproportionately slower than everybody else. Maybe that's why speed intrigues me so much. Thank you, Tipton.
That's the first thing you said about like the hockey players.
Yeah,
and
I'm
they're
like,
here,
that
too.
guy's really
You're
fast. I'm
He
like,
can
look,
run.
is your fit, but it's true because he stands out at how fast he is. All right.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Oscar's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's like incredibly fast though. Like
You
he stands
say-
out on the ice.
You say he's awesome.
Let's go with awesome.
We
10.
made a 10.
Let's get it 10.
Yes.
Awesome.
So the last question, if I may, if there was one word that you could use to describe the entire UTEP soccer team, what would it be?
Besides awesome.
This is going on.
I
the
knew
I was
you
going
were
for
gonna-
awesome. man.
Were you?
That's
Ah.
so funny. One word. That's hard. One word's hard.
Okay, a phrase.
A phrase.
Yes. Wheel of Fortune style. Just start picking out letters.
Oh no, Heather, help me.
I think family is pretty fitting for a descriptor for us because we support each other, like she said, the staff and the players, and it's just a pretty special environment. More special than teams that I played on or coached. This team definitely has the best chemistry, so I'd say that's a special characteristic for us.
Good answer.
I want to sneak in a question real quick, if I may. Have you guys talked about food for these upcoming games? Or who's
That's
on the
his go-to
schedule?
Who's on the schedule?
That's the list of my life.
Yes,
We
your
put in our
post-game
requests.
meals. Yes, they do put in requests.
Okay.
What are you requesting?
What you tell me? I like anything. You know me.
What do we usually request?
Oh no, you put me on the spot. You can't give me
Yeah.
Brisket.
a
right.
phrase for a
What's
poster.
your favorite that we had?
I like whatever I can catch.
Oh.
So
Whatever's left in there after it's been
Yeah.
Yep.
destroyed,
Destroyed.
basically.
Every now and
Yeah.
then I might sneak in early. Who knows? You know, can't see me all the time. I mean, Chipotle is always awesome. I mean, all the food's good. Kind of Coach loves Mediterranean and hummus.
Ugh,
So,
so
Same
good.
batch.
Yeah,
That's
Kevin's favorite.
Actually, yeah, his favorite.
Favorite.
loves the hummus.
I had some
Not
earlier
his
today.
favorite.
Did you? Well,
It's amazing.
he would be happy with you.
But it is like all the food that we get is so good. Like food is probably one of the best parts of season.
We try
outside
to
of soccer.
spoil him. Yeah, we try to spoil
Like
him.
They do.
when as soon as we get travel itineraries and stuff, like everybody's like, "Where are we eating?"
Panera.
Yes,
Panera is a go-to
Panera.
when we're out of town.
Yep.
Panera. Coach loves to go to Cheesecake Factory.
That's right.
Mhm.
We need to travel with the team.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Seriously.
Shoot out
They
road
eat
trips.
good.
Oh, yeah.
And Abby, I wish Coach was here. He's out on a recruiting trip.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
Who's he recruiting?
He's out in Dallas watching tournament there, so probably lots of up and comers. So
I like it.
yeah.
Right on. I'm good. I'm awesome.
I'm
awesome. Right
I
on.
can talk for hours with these girls, so you need to cut me off. Like,
You just start writing down more questions.
yeah. So I don't let them know before I come. Sorry to come.
Okay, so just one more time so the people listening can know where to go to, where's the first game going to be. Also, how can they follow you on Twitter, Facebook, the Instagram, things like that?
Yeah, go for it.
August 19th is our first game, our home opener at University Field up by the rec center. So if you don't know, a lot of people don't know where the field is.
That's true.
So up by the rec center, next to the police department.
Turn left at El Rincón de Cortés.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, there.
Yep. You made that
At
sound
7. At 7 against New Mexico State.
Pretty big rivalry there.
Yeah.
We don't like that.
I was telling him before though that it's not really a rivalry because they kick the crap out of them every time they play them.
Destroy them. It's fun.
Well,
I mean,
it's
for a
Yankees
rivalry.
Red Sox thing.
True.
Yeah.
But
True.
That was one-sided for
we were
100
talking
years.
more like their big rivalries, or who did we say?
North Texas,
North
Rice.
Texas, yeah,
I
before
mean, our conference in general.
When
Right.
Heather
is-
played SMU.
It's
you know?
always
Yes.
It's whoever shows up
Brawl.
because it can be very.
Because NMSU's like the little sisters up west, up the
Yeah.
street.
They're
Little
younger.
stepchilds.
Yeah, they're younger. Not as
Redheaded.
Not
not
as
as developed
defined,
yet.
not as-
Yeah,
Not as strong as a program overall.
that's right.
Haha.
We better win by like 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah.
now.
So you're putting a lot of pressure on them. I was up with the national championship. You're like,
Calling them the little sisters of the West.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for the
We don't
second?
really like NMSU, so.
That's true. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
The second year of this new field.
Yeah.
Are you excited for this?
Yes.
Do you like the new field? Do you
Oh,
like
yeah.
the dirt clods?
Well, you can't really say did you like the grass because it wasn't much grass, but
I like the
especially that
chalk.
last year, it was a lot of dirt. It was more beachy.
Yeah, a
But
little bit with those sand pits.
we were just missing the water.
Yeah.
But no, this turf it's really good.
Suits our
Did you
style
tell the
of
difference in
play.
the heat though? Radiating off of it? No, it's still
No,
hot.
I
No,
mean,
it's still hot.
when it's hot, it's hot.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
it's
It's hot
just,
here?
I mean, we deal with
What?
it. Yeah, right.
What?
That's new.
That was always in the 70s.
Yeah, all the time.
But yeah, no, the turf has been good. It didn't too long of grass can slow down the ball, and so it runs well on the grass, and it's been good to us. So aside from turf burn and everything, I mean, there's Neosporin for that, so we're good.
Sure.
They're tough.
Do you guys like practice and beforehand, so you kind of like used to the field before your games?
That's our
Yeah.
so
Sounds good.
practice and games on the same field. So
It just feels natural.
Yeah.
Told you I'd sneak one in.
Yeah, you would.
That was 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll keep going.
Yeah.
But once again, guys, thanks for coming out. Aaliyah Davis, Heather Clark.
Thanks
Got
for
some
having
good
us.
nicknames. You got your
Thank you guys for
nickname while you
having
were here,
us.
the
Yeah.
Diesel. The
Shaq
honey badger
Diesel.
over there, Shaq Jr. Once again, thank you guys for coming out. Will, thank you for bringing him here.
No problem. Thank you. Thanks, Coach.
How awesome is your guys' announcer?
Oh, we love Will.
'Cause
Me too.
I heard he was terrible.
Oh no.
I heard that too.
He is so
Rumors were
enthusiastic. He gets into
No,
it.
yeah,
We
he-
love it.
Yeah.
And he knows soccer,
And
so
the
that's
other
a
teams
bonus
hate
too.
It, so that's, the other teams absolutely hate it. Corner
Good.
kicks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Corner
Yes.
kicks, I think they hate the word. Like
We
the
had
most.
Coach come up and scream in my face. You ain't turn the music down, blah, blah, blah. But like, it's not, I'm not in charge of the music. It's the person standing
That's
next to
not
me.
me.
So I just
Don't
like
yell
it.
at me.
Yeah, like, don't I just let him keep yelling? I don't care.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a little home field advantage with that because they
Absolutely.
did not like it. So
Ha.
we
Can't
love
wait.
it.
I
Bring it.
can't wait to get out and see some of these games.
Oh, dude.
You know, I've been to their spring games because I'm busy in the fall, but I never actually heard him announce soccer. I've heard him announce hockey
Oh.
lots of times, but I've never heard him do a soccer game. So yeah, the 19th, I'm there.
It's interesting every now and then. Sometimes I'll give like a goal call next. Things look like a goal. Look real dumb when that happens. Goal! Oh, no, wait.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
It happens. Thing about being an announcer, you don't get a retake.
Nope.
Everything's live,
That's
buddy.
right.
100% live.
52-yard line.
Yeah, I said 52-yard line one time at a game. That was impressive football. Very nice.
Yes. Aaliyah, Heather, thank you very much for coming out. With
You're welcome.
everybody listening, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Talk a little bit about the Olympics and some other stuff that's going on.
Right on,
YouTube
let's do it.
money. Sorry.
It's this camera over here.
Oh, YouTube.
You're listening to Shoot Up Podcast. We'll be right back.
outside.
We are back on the live stream. Say
Hey,
hello.
hello, live stream.
Hello.
They can see Michael Montes' face now.
I have switched positions.
So many jokes, so little time.
Missionary to 69.
Are you the one that painted the little pee hole at the end of this thing? Is that you?
No, that was me.
Oh.
Perks of being the host. But we're back live. We're on both cameras now. So hey, the other one's over here.
Whoa. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Yes, it was an
Yes.
when you're sleeping with a girl and she loses her erection. Like, holy shit, man.
Oh, God.
This is that part of the podcast,
Yes,
isn't it?
it is.
Yeah.
He's been holding that in
There.
all day.
We had guests. He was so good.
Yeah, he was. Thank you for being good, Wassel. We appreciate it.
Right?
I was expecting when Michael kept talking about how the girls are so good at running, I was expecting Will to make like a joke about how he's kind of chase up the girls and they're so good at running away from him. And I was waiting for it, and I was like, so sad.
That's because they don't run away from him. They run to him.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
I didn't tell the joke because it wasn't funny.
Right. I'm gonna hide the camera crying right now.
Don't do it.
And you're actually on the camera too, boss. So you scoot over a little bit. You can wave to the camera. See, there it is. Yeah. You're not there. You go, Will.
He's so
Finally,
handsome.
Oh yeah.
I don't
He's
know
so
about that part.
handsome.
I don't know about that part.
Yeah, they love the back of my head. Oh.
Wait,
See? I can make him too, Basil.
wait, does that mean you're blowing someone?
No.
Taking it from behind?
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh goodness. And that'll be nice and edited down to something else.
So that would clear channel.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't check the fucking stream. But guys, do I have an echo? Did that actually echo?
Yeah, you pulled a
sounded
will.
I did. My
I think it
goodness.
was this. You hit this and it sounded like
No,
that.
my hands were
Oh, okay.
like full on Chris
I did hear something.
Jesus.
The Lord is good.
Buddha, like the cheese?
Yes, awesome. Just like that joke was cheesy.
Oh, yeah.
But welcome back to the Shootout Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the gunslinger Michael Tipton, along with Vassal Zavanov, V. Diddy in the booth over there.
Yeah.
Michael Montes, the voice of the Tigers.
23!
And the gifted growler, Thrillist Mick Willis Wilhelm.
Last but not least.
Never
Me.
leaves.
What a show we've had so far, guys.
Yeah, right. It's
Yeah.
been a month.
Yes.
It's been a month.
Yes. Jeff Darby last week.
Darbs?
Yeah, Darbs.
Did you hear that, Montes? He's like, call him Darbs.
Yeah.
I want to call him Darbs Stir, and you like cut that out.
No.
Quick. He's like, nope.
No.
They call me Darbs, Will. That's it.
They
You don't even call me that, Will. You just don't even talk to me.
You
Don't
were
even look at me.
He's like, you do not make eye
Yeah.
contact. when you come on.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. Don't look at me.
Chris Babcock was also with us last week.
Right, the commissioner of
The Viceroy
Fabens.
of Fabens.
The Viceroy.
He's a governor out
The
there.
Governor of Fabens.
He had that tornado, picked himself up like 27 cars,
Yeah.
took him home.
Got me a nice 454 engine out of one of them.
It's 45, 50, 51, 52, 53. Remember the Cadillac song? No? Johnny Cash? He bought himself a Cadillac, but because he was working for the Cadillac company, and every year he'd sneak out different parts, and so by the time he finished, nothing here, huh?
Cool story, bro.
Oh, well, you guys need to
And
look
I
up-
like Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I was about to say, I do too.
Goodness. Well, then Montez, and you turning your Johnny Cash
I
a
need
fan
to-
club card to
I
me.
do. I'll get to you right now.
That's close, but it's
Down,
41,
down,
52,
The
53.
flames went high.
God, okay, whatever.
The rain was fine.
Will Heron, you're in.
I was gonna say my urologist phone call.
Well, we had some UTEP soccer players in here earlier, or we had a coach and a soccer player,
Right.
Aaliyah Davis.
Well, she was a soccer player as well.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like current.
Oh, okay.
Current.
Gotcha. We're being technical.
Yes, very technical here. At the
We're
Shootout.
fact savvy.
Yes.
Got Montez here.
Yeah, there we go.
So everything's gonna be on the dot. It's nice being sober this time too. It's been a while. I'm not one of those.
That's good, yeah. We sound good like
I can
this.
see straight. There's only one of you this time. Last week there's like 48 people in the booth. I'm like, I can't move in time. Look at the one in the middle.
Well, we also have some hockey players with us from the UTEP Hockey Club as well.
The
Say
Sanga
Hawker.
Twins.
Yeah, right.
He said Hawker.
I did
You
say
did?
Hawker,
We
didn't
did
I?
say Hawker. It's all right.
Well, I mean,
It's
hey,
a live
man.
day.
Hey,
It's a live
man.
show.
Look, all right, you don't tell me what I say there, buddy. You understand me?
Yeah, sir.
There we go. Don't you wait till I kick you out of this country.
Yeah. Me and my uncle Trump.
Start the countdown, guys. It could be one of the last shootouts or way down the Trump presidency.
No, Will Heron's going to do the
I
show
get
by
to stay.
himself. Yeah. He can do it by himself, and
I get
then
to
we get
live.
kicked out. So
I have to film a commercial. Did I tell you about this? For
No.
My Spanish class. I need to get some B-roll. Give also a wave. Yeah, I don't care. So let's get back to yeah.
So commercial. Huh?
Yeah. I have to do like 5 minutes of a show. Where's the other camera?
So where's
There's
your
one
show?
there. Yeah, we did the Family Feud. If you go to my YouTube, there it is.
Ba-dun-dun. I love the Family Feud.
I'll put it up here in a minute. So,
Ba-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
it was only like 2 minutes and like 30 seconds, so I needed like an extra 2.5 minutes because I don't speak Spanish too great. So I'm getting a little B-roll right here. That's what's going on.
Excellent.
You're welcome. I'll pull up the Family Feud episode here in a second on my YouTube page.
Yes. While Will's pulling that up, we'll talk about some stuff that's going on.
Some sports, really?
Yeah. What is
Shocker.
this?
This isn't a vlog.
Actually, so people can know, Will, where is your vlog? How can they find you?
Will Heron. That's pretty much it. WILHERREN. Find me on YouTube. Throw me some of that YouTube money. Herren. It means Lord and Gentleman in German. So when you go to the bathroom, you see the Heron sign right there on the door.
Michael Montes has his shades on because
I can-
Yeah. Hold on, I added my clapping. That's what I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
There was some there, so. That's right, hold on. It gets exciting in a minute. Right?
Wow.
That just happened. I'm giving myself
Steve
views.
Harvey better watch out.
Oh, yeah.
Will Heron is coming.
You are Miss Universe. Oh.
That
You know, I got that out of my way. Sorry, good.
that was awesome. Will.
Thank you.
was really
Thank
You
you.
can
phenomenal.
find, it was good.
Find me
I'm
on
impressed
YouTube.
by your Spanish. You can find him on YouTube, Will Heron.
Yeah, I speak fluent Spanish
Yeah, it sounds just like it.
when I drink. Dame un cerveza!
When you drink, you speak the language of love, my brother.
I don't drink.
We instantly just laugh.
And the service says the biggest laugh.
Yeah.
You throw you under the bus here on the shootout, man. You gotta keep your head down. Keep yourself on a swivel. So you said sports world?
Yeah, in the sports
What's going
world.
on there?
The Olympics
going
are
on?
around the corner.
I heard about that.
I love the Olympics.
You know what I love about it?
What?
That people aren't going.
No,
Oh,
why?
right.
You don't like the Olympics?
No, I love the Olympics.
Zika!
I
Oh,
love
okay.
the Olympics. But the fact that everyone's pulling out because it's in this third world country and the Olympics is like, oh, whoops.
Road to Rio.
We thought that they'd have all this stuff taken care of. I mean, they've been a country for hundreds of years.
Don't they have a World Cup there a little while ago?
Like
Yeah,
the last one.
Yeah, in 2014.
Mhm.
And
So-
everything was so awesome there. I mean, there was police strikes and garbage strikes and all kinds of stuff
Yeah,
going on.
a lot of
they're
people died.
yeah, let's keep the Olympics there. Why not?
I don't see why the Olympics just go, instead of like going to one city, I think they need to just go to one country and just have it all around the country. Like you have opening, yeah, exactly. Like you have the the opening ceremonies like at Texas Stadium or Arlington Stadium or whatever, any of the stadiums,
We have good
Rose Bowl,
swimmers
wherever,
here.
wherever. And then like they can spread out and go to their events or whatever, and then come back to that city to close it, because every city that hosts the Olympics is in huge financial debt when it's over. So
It
why do
ravages the
that?
city.
Yeah, why do that? I mean, they build all these
China.
facilities that are never really used afterwards,
Out of concrete.
and in America, they could do it across the whole country and wouldn't really hurt anybody or cost anybody a dime.
They should just have the Olympics here in America all the time.
Every 4 years.
If you ask Donald Trump, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, probably.
He's not going to let in the other countries, so just
Yeah.
Americans get to be there. We're going to have the greatest Olympics. We're going to win every event.
It'll
Huge.
It'll be
Huge.
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 And we'll do it every year.
We're gonna win. Look at my beautiful wife.
Nobody will beat us.
Nobody's gonna beat us here.
We'll get them bastards deported. That's what they'll do. But
his wife is hot.
Ivanka.
No,
Should've-
Melania.
Oh, so,
That was the last one.
my bad. Which one?
No, Ivanka's the daughter. I'm sorry. Ivanka's the daughter.
Which one's the speechwriter?
Michelle. Okay, that's too much politics. Let's go back to sports.
Oh, real quick. I love that Rick roll me in.
Yeah.
Never gonna give you
No,
up.
never gonna let you down.
That was the coup de grace right there.
She's gonna write any of that speech. What sounded good on songs these last years?
Yeah. She's
I
like
only called you
Anchorman.
past 5.
Call me maybe.
Yeah. And this is crazy, but he's my dad. He's running for president. But yeah, the Olympics, people are pulling out. The one thing that's looking greate, though, the United States basketball team.
Oh, yeah.
The men's national
Did you see
basketball.
them beat the
Huge
crap out of China
surprise.
the other night by like, what was it, 107-57, something like that?
Yeah, it was 107 to 56, or
Yeah,
it
something
was
ridiculous.
phenomenal.
It
Yeah,
was
They
really
almost
close.
doubled them up.
In the first 7 minutes.
Yeah.
It was
the
like
first 3
neck
minutes.
and neck. And
and
then
then
I
it was
was
like, oh, this is on TV.
Yeah.
Whoa.
what a 53 and like 7 scoring spree. Yeah. You're not going to beat us, world.
Yeah. Well, they said that Argentina was going to be like a medal. Like they had a really
Mhm.
good shot at getting a medal.
Yeah, a lot of people say a lot of things.
They lost by 37 points. But I was kind of worried about it, seeing there's not LeBron James, there's not a Kawhi Leonard, we don't have Steph Curry. But from what I've seen, the Warriors are going to be really good. They got Kevin
Durantula?
Durant, yeah. Whenever they got Draymond Green setting his butt screen out there for Kevin Durant,
Punching
Jordan.
people in the nuts.
yeah,
Yeah.
setting records for how many groins he can punch.
Don't mind me. Tom.
I've also actually said that he's going to challenge that record in next year's NBA playoffs.
Really?
He's not on a team, but he's going to break that record.
I heard he's good with balls.
His ball handling skills are phenomenal. Ball defense.
Just kidding, Lazo.
And you thought I was getting bad right there?
We don't have any alcohol in it, so we have to make it up.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, we're
Going
decent
off the
human
hip.
beings today.
What sport do you guys look forward to the most at the Olympics? Watching?
Basketball, that's really all I watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. Basketball, every now and then swimming. I know Michael Phelps is back.
Yeah.
Going for, a record 9,000 gold medals.
Yeah. Dude's
How
a
about you,
fish.
Thrillers?
That's a good question. Don't they have like taekwondo? No, boxing. They have boxing,
They
don't
have
they?
boxing at the
That's
the
always
Summer
awesome.
Olympics.
The judo stuff, they beat the tar out of each other. Baseball? Do we have baseball on? No, that one's gone. And it's obviously softball.
They're bringing
trying to
golf in though, but a
Right.
lot of the best players from the U.S. aren't going
Yeah,
to the Zika.
most of the players from the U.S.
Yeah.
aren't going to go.
And one of them, his wife is pregnant, or they're
Mhm.
trying to have a child.
Mhm.
It's Spieth or something like that, I believe. Yeah.
Something Daily. Jason Daly. is that what it is?
Jason Day, maybe?
Jason Day.
There we go.
But I think he's Australian, is he? I don't know.
I don't know. It was something. All I know is that the top golfers are not going to be there.
Yeah.
Except for Rory McIlroy, and I don't know if he's really a top golfer. That dude's like so off and on.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot and cold. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I mean, no, the track and field events is pretty awesome. The
Track and field's
100,
amazing. I do love to watch track and
200,
field.
400, right? Some of the hurdles get awesome. Yeah, man, sporty guy.
Gymnastics.
Ballroom dancing.
Also, what are you looking forward to the most in the Olympics?
Actually, there's a guy I used to swim with, William Nicole, and he's in El Paso.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
He actually almost qualified. He got, I believe, he placed third, but he didn't pass the Olympics.
Oh.
So yeah, it would have been really cool because I'm nowhere near as good as him, obviously. But that guy was a beast, and it's kind of sad to see that he missed it. But other than that, I watch whatever the pretty girl. I mean, what? What?
The pretty boy.
Yeah, the pretty boy. Wait a second.
The very uplifting, positive story there from Vassal Zavanov.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to watch this one guy that didn't make it.
But I'm assuming, Valsa, you watch swimming all the time?
But yeah,
Big Michael Phelps fan.
I just like to see shirtless people.
Ryan Lochte, what?
Lofty didn't make it, did he?
That's right.
He didn't?
I don't think
Where's
he
all
did.
this hype at with that guy? Because he was so hyped in the last one.
Yeah, he had a TV show.
Yeah.
He's dumb as a brick.
Oh, he's got it.
Like, he's potato stupid.
He's what you expect an athlete to be like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Except he
The
was eating
stereotype
pancakes.
is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did the sports world no favors.
Yeah. He pushed athletes back, the perspective of them. Without a doubt.
Well, what about you, Montes? What are you looking forward to the most?
I like the track stuff a lot. The swimming, women's soccer. I do love watching the women's soccer team because they're so good from America. Then just kind of whatever's on, I mean, it's hard to always watch everything because work and all these other things we do. You know what else I like to watch? The weightlifting. I think those people are freakishly
Yeah.
cool, man. The way they can throw up, like I was watching a highlight clip the other day of some dude on Facebook who lifted 3 times his weight in I don't know, like dead press.
Yeah.
And
So you're
3
watching
times.
Will at the gym.
Yeah, pretty much.
Clean press.
And I scrolled
Call me
at
the
the bottom,
mountain.
it's all Will Harry. And I'm like, whoa!
That's right.
Thrill is.
I like watching those. Well, but have you seen those videos where like the weightlifter goes to pick up that bar and he just starts throwing up and he's just spitting out spit trying to pick things up, and then like his pants explode. You ever see that? His asshole literally just fell out because he was like pressing so much. Yeah, no, you
I
ever seen
don't
that?
think I've seen that
You ever
one.
seen that video?
I did watch the other day.
I'm the only one that's seen that video, right?
Yeah, on
$10
Red
billion
too.
a year porn business. I'm the only one who's seen that video. Yeah, right.
In this room.
Okay,
Will, in
Yeah,
this
sure.
room.
room.
I'll look it up later, though,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
It's
I did-
definitely on the to watch list.
Yeah.
The other day, though, I did see that video of Larry Allen where he lifted 750 pounds or something. The guard for the Cowboys, remember?
Yeah.
And it was I don't know how it came out, but I saw it on something. It might have been with that weightlifting guy, but that's incredible.
I saw a video of James Harris. Have you seen those? It's like reflectable push bars, bench bars.
Oh,
They bend on purpose,
okay.
and so
Move
you're
all the
supposed. Yeah, well, it's because of the weight as well, but it's made to bend,
weight. Okay.
so it bounces up and down, and you're supposed to like control the bar and do the weight. So it's 2 workouts in one, not just pressing, but also controlling it and trying to keep your form up with a bar that's flopping around. Right?
It's hard enough for me to bench press like 40 pounds.
Telling
At
you.
this point, yeah.
I do a mile on the treadmill and it's lights out, man. You know, I gotta push my. Yeah.
Did you go check out the Coyotes tryout?
I did.
How was that?
Did you guys see me on TV?
I did not.
I was a tubby white guy in the background a couple times.
No.
And then like when Luke was interviewing some of the players down there by the goals, they didn't have the glass up around the field yet. It was just like the bar sticking up, and that ball would come out there like a rocket.
Yeah.
And so like I was trying to like make sure he didn't get taken out in the middle of an interview because obviously he's not seeing the field because they're playing in the background. Yeah, good times.
What better person to have than the
Protecting you.
former 5-time
Exactly.
Nested
City League
champion.
That's pretty much why they put me there to protect him.
Did you have your gloves?
No, I didn't. I
Oh.
wanted to though. I looked kind of weird. I had like pants on, like a polo shirt on. Yeah, it's looking like a goalkeeper.
That would look weird.
It did. But it was cool because like Luke was like, "Go give me some guys to interview." And so as soon as I walked up, hey, bueno, vamos, potato, hey. And yeah, so I saw a bunch of guys I played with. So you want to be on TV? No, I'm supposed to be working right now.
Nice.
Okay, so go up to the next guy. Hey, what's up? Hey, okay. So some of my old teammates were there, Nasser and Tito's and those guys. So
How did your tryout go?
I didn't. I'm not trying to have that. So I
How
don't
did they go though? I mean, did you see how was the talent level out there?
know.
From what I saw on video, they looked cool.
El Paso, pretty much all El Paso athletes, we're scrappy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We're going to fight for that ball because we're not very big. And there weren't many big players in the stands. Some of the players that I saw, what they did is you got grouped into sections. And you would play with either different teams or kind of grouped into a team.
Mhm.
And you'd play 10 minutes on one side of the field and then 2 minutes on the other side of the field. And they'd rotate out another set of players.
Cool.
And so that's pretty much how they did it. Every player had a number sponsored by Soccer International. And they provided the pennies and, of course, you had a number. And then that kind of kept you in the eyes of the coaches. From what the owner was saying, there's 3 Liga players for the Mexican leagues playing on the team. There's like 6 international players, and then the other half they're going to fill out with local talent.
Nice.
So yeah, there's about maybe 10 positions available out there. They look good. You know, El Paso, we have great athletes, great soccer players,
Mhm.
some big keepers. There's some good players I saw, but yeah, it's gonna be exciting. This league is pretty cool. It's all over the country. What we were trying to get out of them, and like Luke was trying to get one of the questions we wanted, how much are they getting paid? And what the owner said is they're paid according to their experience. So let's say if you played Vaso, are you listening? I see you looking down. Are you catching Pokemons? All right. Okay. Sorry. You look like he was gonna fall asleep talking about soccer. Anyways, like you guys look.
No, I'm all about it.
You
Okay.
can't tell because he's got sunglasses.
Yeah, and I'm all about it though.
So yeah, if you played, professional sports stuff like that, and you show them that you have ability, you get pretty much played at your level. If this is your first time trying out for the team, you probably get a minimal amount. I think they provide some of your living arrangements and things like that. So it's cool. It is a big deal for El Paso. It's not an MLS team, but it's knocking on the door.
Yeah.
You know, it'll provide talent. People show up. I am a little worried about El Paso soccer fans. We tend to throw beer at people and get in fights in the stands.
Try to beat up cops.
Isn't that the way it's supposed to be?
Isn't that what sports is all about?
Yeah.
You know,
Fighting people.
in Europe, they'll burn swastikas in the field and throw
Yeah.
bombs at you and
and
bananas.
stuff,
Yeah. Hit you with flares. So I guess we're not
doing-
that bad.
Yeah, we're not doing too bad.
Yeah.
We're all right.
So, but and you're real close too, because the stands are all around the field, and they'll have the glass up for the games, but that ball can leave the stands real fast. So you know you can rip it, and you think you're kicking it straight, it just goes straight up, and it'll go to the fans.
But you know what? Aren't those seats kind of like your hockey games that you do? Because when I went to your hockey games, and one time I bought tickets right on the glass, so you couldn't really see as much because you could only see what was in front of you. But we moved all the way up to the top, and it seemed like you had a better view because you can see everything. Yeah.
But
so
you get
isn't
hit by
that
a
kinda-
puck.
Well, we were in the middle. I mean, it was we sat behind the goalie, yeah, but we were sitting in the middle. But isn't that kind of the same for this? Like, wouldn't it be
Yeah,
better
pretty
to kind
much.
of move up and kind of look down on everything?
I
guess it's just personal preference.
It's at the convention center, which obviously different than where the Rhinos play. They're in the border.
Convention Center or Coliseum?
The big one, the one in front.
Okay, the Coliseum.
Coliseum. Is it the Coliseum? I thought the Coliseum was the one in the back.
No,
And the
that's,
convention center is the one in front.
no, it's the Coliseum.
All right, cool. Well, I'll go with you there, stat guy. Yeah. You're
I'll
probably
go
right.
with you, City Planner.
But yeah, you're right there. You're right into it, and it's good times. They roll out a field and stuff like that. Obviously not grass, like a turf. They roll out and they put up all the walls, and it's real fast because obviously the ball doesn't leave the field really that much unless you rock it into the air.
Yeah.
And it bounces off the wall. The wall is like another player. You're not supposed to smash people into the walls either. It's kind of a misconception. You think it's hockey, we can just blow people up. You can't. Because you're not wearing pads, so people kind of forget. But you can slide. I was watching that. Yeah. So that's the
I'm
thing.
gonna go out there and check out some of these games.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm sure
Yeah.
they love publicity too, because they're just getting going, and yeah, they look like they're gonna be a very professional organization. There's a lot of money being invested.
We need to see if we can get some of them on here.
Give me a little bit, you know me.
Yep.
I'll knock on a door, kick it down, I'll burn the place down.
Or stand outside waiting for hours at a time.
Follow him to his girlfriend's house. You tell him.
I'll tell him right now. Get like 15 phone calls. I'm so ready to be on the Shootout podcast.
Can't wait. Yeah, so it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Tell
gonna
him
be
excited
awesome.
too.
It's gonna be awesome to go out there and see some stuff. Here I am saying it now.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
22.
Yeah.
Coach Cross has gotten us.
Yes, he infects you.
You stay quiet.
Right.
I wouldn't say anything.
I can see that
Yeah.
face, man.
I can feel you thinking.
It's crawling on me. But that's going to be a great thing to go out there and see some soccer here in El Paso. Like you said, it's knocking on the door of what MLS is.
Right.
But what we have going on right now, the El Paso Chihuahuas, still in first place.
What we are? No, I know that we are, but like the way we've been sliding.
Well, luckily, so has Las Vegas.
Okay, yeah, because they're
Yeah.
hitting
Last
the
I checked,
ball
we're like 5.5 still up.
Yeah, we're still 5.5.
from like
on.
our 8. We went on a real
The
bad
highlight- the
road
highlights
trip.
were up
wasn't
for
it?
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was
So,
lower than that. I know
no.
we'd gotten pounded on. We have a 5.0 ERA right now, 5.04.
The balls fly out of here.
Well, this was out of town too. We've gone over this. I agree with you on it too, but
But I think the last few games were shutouts.
Yeah, the Chihuahuas have shut out the, I think it's Tacoma
Tacoma?
they've been playing. They shut them out,
Rainiers.
the Rainiers.
right.
They won yesterday 6-0, but they still have the 5.5 game lead over the Las Vegas 51s. They still have the best record in the PCL.
Mhm.
And they're still on pace to break the PCL modern day record of most hits in a season. And they actually have more hits this season so far than every Major League Baseball club as well.
Oh yeah.
This team is a very offensively gifted team. However, defense and pitching,
Not so
not
much.
so much.
And we're losing 6-0 tonight, by the way, in the third on Wednesday night, July 27th.
But they're playing there as well, correct?
Yeah.
They're out on the road for like another week. They don't
Yeah.
come back till the third.
And they have a doubleheader tomorrow to make up one of the rain games. Because as we know, when the season started, they had a lot of rain outs.
Right.
Yeah.
Out of the blue.
So tomorrow they're going to be making up one of those rain games. And hopefully they can win that whole, doubleheader thing. The only thing I hate about doubleheaders in AAA baseball,
There's 7 innings.
there's
Right,
7 innings and they
second
get a
game.
tie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can end in a tie.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
We
They actually had 4 separate teams get a tie on one day earlier this year.
really.
It's like
That's
kissing
crazy.
your sister.
we're 7.5 games up over Vegas.
Oh.
So
49 and 40. 59 and 44. 15 games over 500, and we're 6 and 4 in our last 10 games.
Well, at the time of us recording this podcast, we were 5 games out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way you think, Will.
Yeah.
Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain know everything, damn it.
My bad.
But yeah, I mean, the team's phenomenal. I think we're still getting at that pace where, I mean, the way everything's looking right now, we should make the playoffs because the end of the season's coming up. We got one more month here.
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah, and it's hard to lose that kind of ground in that kind of time. I'm not saying that they can't do it because we've seen a lot of things.
The Red Sox.
Got a month left.
The Red Sox.
Remember the Red Sox a couple years ago?
Those are Red Sox and the Mets. They both blew like
Yeah.
double-digit game leads. That was amazing.
Hey, and how did you feel when what's his name, Chapman went to the Cubs? You were the first person I thought about.
Aroundus?
Or does that help you?
It helps him out in the long term,
Yeah.
especially because I doubt that Chapman is going to stay.
Right.
This is the last
It was
year
a
of his
smart move
contract.
on their
Yeah. And what's going to happen is they have a new shortstop. I can't remember his name, but he was the PCO Player of the Month a few times this year.
Okay.
With the Iowa Cubs, and he actually beat up on the Chihuahuas a few times. He had a couple home runs in one game against us, and the kid can hit. The kid's a great fielder. The only thing I don't like is that he's already getting the comparisons to Jeter.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't do that.
easy killer.
That's a big shoes to fill.
Maybe
You don't
5
wanna put
years down the road.
maybe a decade or so down
Yeah.
the road. Give him a 20-year career as
Yeah,
a leader,
exactly.
and then we talk.
The man will never buy a meal for himself in that city
Oh
ever.
no, nor does he ever have to worry about being lonely.
Right.
But he got married.
That's Derek Jeter. Well, I mean, even if he didn't get married, let's say he gets a divorce, he spends like maybe 5.5 minutes sad, and then he's got someone else again. It's Derek Jeter, bro. Jeter, bro.
Jeter, bro.
But I think it's a great trade for the Yankees. They got a lot of prospects. They got to get younger. That team
They
is
got 4
so
players,
old.
right? That trade?
Yeah, they got 4 players in that trade for Chapman. You got to start looking for the future. I think they got to move Teixeira. All signs are pointing right now that they might just buy out A-Rod. I don't think they do it.
The Centaur?
Yeah. Bitch tits himself. But you look at they have this really old team, and this is one of the things that I was talking about earlier today on 600 with Steve.
Name dropper.
I
We
didn't
weren't
say
gonna let it
Holman.
pass.
I didn't say that. I was actually that's why I had
I was
that
like,
moment of
wait a
silence there.
minute. Yeah, there was like,
Oh,
wait
yeah.
for it,
I
wait
looked up,
for it.
but what we were talking about is the difference in the season that A-Rod is having and the season that David Ortiz is having. You know, they're both up there in age. They have, you know,
Bobby
all this stuff
retires
going on.
this season, right?
Yeah, David Ortiz is going to retire this year.
After 50 years in MLB.
Yeah.
50
Pretty good.
years in MLB, 49 of them on roids. But what it is that he was saying, I have another question I'm going to ask you guys a little bit about that as well. But what he was
I
saying
was sold,
is,
sir. I never took them.
I sold him to David Ortiz.
Yeah.
But they were saying the big drop off in numbers between Ortiz and A-Rod. I said it's simple. Ortiz has a team around him. The Yankees' best player right now is Carlos Beltran.
He was about 10 years past his prime.
Yeah, he's about 150 years old.
Yeah.
He might be older than Tim Duncan.
But when he was good, he was really damn good with the Astros like 10
that
years
one
ago.
playoff run, remember that?
Yeah,
he
where
does
he was like
fall apart.
unbelievable. Yeah.
So you're gonna pitch to this guy, Barry Bonds it. But
Yeah.
and that's the thing is there's so much more of a better team in Boston. It pains me to say that as a Yankees fan, but they're gonna win that division. I've said this for a while. They're gonna win that division, and the Yankees have nothing, and they're gonna have nothing for a while. So they need to move some of these players if they can. I think honestly they should move Tanaka as well. Trade him, get what they can out of him. CC is 10,000 years old, 558 pounds.
That's right. He showed up at 300 pounds. Spring training, 308 or something like that.
And you
With
figure,
with the bottle of Jack Daniels in his fucking
And a
hand.
cheeseburger on the other end.
and you figure
He's
that
like,
way.
how's it going?
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm here to fuck shit up.
I just left Will Herron over there.
Name dropper.
But that's the thing. Like the Yankees need to start looking for the future, so they move Chapman. I think Chapman's not going to stay with the Cubs. I actually think he's going to come back to the Yankees. They need to move Miller in my mind as well. All these middle-aged, as far as baseball goes, middle-aged players that they have, like Andrew Miller, Tanaka, these guys, move them, get some young dudes, get some prospects, build up that farm system because they literally still have nothing from all the trades they made back in the day to get dudes. And wait about 5 more years and you'll be a contender. But now I think what they need to do is just have a barn sale and everything's got to go.
All right.
Royals did pretty well last year with a bunch of guys that kind of just picked up, made it happen.
Yeah. It's the whole what is it, Moneyball thing.
But
that
you
we
know what? The
going to.
Royals, and I know this because I went and saw them in Omaha. I saw the Royals' AAA affiliates, the Storm Chasers.
Trapper. Who brags about going to fucking Omaha?
Long story while I was there.
Omaha.
Long story. Well, their AAA team's the Storm Chasers, and when I went and saw them, they had won the Pacific Coast League 2 years in a row. And those are the guys now that are playing up there. So if you build, not all of them, but a lot of them grew up through the system.
And that's what fed into a lot of the Yankees' success during the mid and late '90s was all these homegrown players that they had.
Like Jeter, he went through the system.
Jeter,
right?
and then they had a couple of free agents that they got that people thought were beyond their prime, like Brocious and Paul O'Neill and Tino Martinez. You had guys like that, but for the most part, it was a team that built up from the farm system. Mm-hmm. Well, in the early and mid and late 2000 decade, there was like a fire sale. They're getting rid of everybody to sign guys like CC Sabathia, 10-year contracts. Let's sign A-Rod at the age of 58 to a 22-year, $750 million contract. Like, and I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's just me being the hater that I am, but fuck A-Rod. Like,
I'm done. Let me pay for the next 30 years there.
Let's go to the next subject.
Have you guys ever seen the movie The Other Guys?
No.
No?
Possibly.
Yeah, it's the one with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. And they're like detectives, like they're cops.
Oh,
and stuff
okay.
like that
I know the movie. I didn't see it, but I know which movie you're talking about.
And Mark Wahlberg's character shot Derek Jeter before a playoff game, and everyone says, "You should have shot A-Rod." So that's pretty much my sentiments to A-Rod, even though I have called him the people's champ.
Going back to the Chihuahuas, do you guys think Hunter Renfroe grows up before the end of the season?
Before the end of the season, yes, but not before the September call-ups.
Schimpf went up already. Still pretty good.
Schimpf's been
and
up
he's
there.
balling.
Right.
Dickerson's balling.
Yeah,
he had one like in the 5th deck yesterday in Toronto.
And that's the reason why I don't think Renfroe goes up is San Diego's outfield
is pretty stacked.
Mm-hmm. The fact that Matt Kemp has 22, 24 home runs, I thought he was done. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the dude was done. I thought he was gonna be down here in El Paso with James Loney and both of them be kind of hanging out and
talking about the good old days with the Dodgers. Yeah.
You remember that time we had back-to-back homers
with Lasorda
in spring training? With Lasorda.
What's really cool was this weekend that the Padres had 2 Chihuahuas at home runs in one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
That's the best part about Chihuahuas. You see these guys go up. Yeah. Like, Hedges is going to be up there soon. Yeah. Renfroe's going to be up there soon. Schimpf's already up there. Dickerson's already up there. Blash is going to go up and down,
And if they're not with the Padres can use those guys as trade bait. And you'll see them on a team like the Cubs or the Yankees or someone. Imagine Hunter Renfroe on the Yankees. That short
cool.
right field. God, the Yankees. I need to get over the Yankees. But
yeah, like me. I'm a Royals fan now.
This year is going to be a Giants fan. It's an even year.
Yeah.
So.
I would go with the Giants.
But yeah, I mean, it's been a great year for the Chihuahuas, especially like individual players. Dickerson, whenever he got called up, still had the highest average in the PCL at 398.
Golly.
Just mashing the ball, man. Renfroe is leading the league in homers. He had his 24th. I think he's at 26 now. The guy is a beast.
And then have you seen his cannon? Have you seen that highlight of him where he throws the guy out from the warning track to third base from right field?
You don't run on that guy.
No, that's like a super cannon.
Every time that I'm working the games, I hear the balls going out there to right field and Renfroe's running for it. I'm like, I got to get a highlight. It's going to be recorded. Some idiot's going to run on this guy. Oh, he's running through the stop sign. Oh, yeah.
What did you learn?
You learned this guy could throw you out from the parking lot.
Right.
But the Chihuahuas, man, they're doing good. I really think that they have a chance to improve on last season. They made it to the playoffs. They lost in that first round, but I think they can go to a PCL championship. It's not me being the homer.
No, that's a legit.
But I think that they can go undefeated in the playoffs and win a PCL championship.
Undefeated in the playoffs. That's a legit possibility this year.
Yeah, it is. If they can get some pitching.
Well,
they don't have that.
As long as we don't play here.
Yeah, as long as we don't play where the ball decides it wants to jump out of here. You hear the difference, right? Whenever it hits the bat here, maybe some microphone they have or something. I don't know, but every time I hear the ball hits the bat here, it's just way the hell out of here, man.
Yeah.
Hits that Scottish Rite Temple.
Yeah.
Tonk.
Hits cars in the passing on Franklin.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff. But we'll go on to another subject here real quick. The El Paso talk was awesome. I want to keep it on baseball just a real quick thing here because Sunday the Hall of Fame happened. Ken Griffey Jr. got in.
The kid.
Yes. Mike Piazza also got in. They are the
Dodgers.
They are the
Rookie of the
highest. Yeah. They are the highest draft pick ever into the Hall of Fame. First, Ken Griffey Jr.
pick.
And then Mike Piazza as well at 1,327.
Wow.
Something ridiculous like that.
The lowest pick to ever get into the Baseball Hall
And
of Fame.
that was just a favorite to Lasorda.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or Lasorda made a favor to his father and just drafted him just, to be nice. Because they have like 40 rounds, don't they, in Major League Baseball's
They
draft?
used to.
What is it now?
Or no, they used to have like 70 some odd rounds. Now they have 40.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And that's where
I got drafted twice.
and that's where Piazza's miracle, career happened. Was that had it happened, 2-3 years later, he wouldn't have been drafted at all.
Yeah.
Never. But David Ortiz, fixing to retire this year. DH his whole entire career. Phenomenal numbers. 527 career home runs. Hall of Famer.
Yeah, of course. How many rings did he win?
3.
I
Yeah.
think that gets him in the Hall of Fame.
Just as a DH.
Played with Manny Ramirez.
He has a point. He's got something.
Oh, here we go.
He's got something up his sleeve.
I
One
smell
of the
hate.
names on the Mitchell report.
Oh.
David
Well, who was it? I
True.
was on the Mitchell report. Everybody goes on. Come on, man.
There's steroid allegations.
Who doesn't
But
have
was he ever
steroids?
found guilty of them?
It didn't matter. Barry Bonds wasn't.
Is he in all? Oh, no, he's not yet,
He's
is
not,
he? That's
neither
right.
was Roger Clemens. As long as there's been an allegation, there hasn't been a player put in.
Did Andy Pettit get in?
No.
Well, if it was up to me, he'd be in.
I don't think.
But I think all those guys should be in. Because that was what everybody was doing at the time.
They'll get in when these sports reporters die or retire.
Well, you see, and the reason why I brought that up is because I read an article the other day from Dan Shaughnessy,
Gotcha.
Mr.
ESPN's?
Boston himself.
Yeah.
Yes. And he says, with the loving eyes of a Red Sox fan, that even though his entire career he's voted against the DH getting into the Baseball Hall of Fame, whenever David Ortiz comes up, he will finally vote for a DH to get into the Hall of Fame, but vote against someone with steroid allegations.
What are you going to do there?
Exactly. I agree with you, Montes. I think anybody who's had any steroid allegations gets in, because you know who else had steroid allegations? Fernando Vina and Chuck Knobloch. Didn't help them out one bit. Andy Pettit's fastest fastball hit maybe 89. And he had the HGH link and all that stuff. Roger Clemens was 975 mile an hour fastball thrower whenever he was in Boston. Guess what? He stayed the same.
But you know what? He was doing that too at Texas. I mean, when he played at
Was it
in college,
Astros?
in college.
Yeah.
So
the only player that you could say really had an actual, physical transformation
Barry Bonds.
was Barry Bonds.
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa, yeah, I remember that. Sammy Sosa was a little
Turned
guy.
white. See that? Yeah, you got bleach or
And
something.
you know who else? McGuire. He looked different.
Smash
He
Brothers, or what
looked
they call
way
it.
different.
Jose Canseco.
Yeah.
Head exploded. Didn't Jose Canseco accidentally shoot his fingers off or something?
Jose
Like a
Canseco was the
JVP.
only guy I've ever seen have a home run hit off his head.
That's right, when he was a Ranger. Did he pitch to you? He had like a 29 ERA, one game. Look that up.
But everybody was doing it because remember that year? What was that guy's name? Brady Anderson. He was a leadoff hitter for the Orioles. He had like 50 something home runs. A leadoff hitter for the Orioles.
Next year, how much?
Like 20 something maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe. 13, 15, who knows?
Had that nice high batting average of 189.
Yeah.
But everybody and their mother were doing steroids, so I can't really hold that against him. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what everybody was doing at the time. If he was the only guy in that era that did it, I'd be like, no, you can't vote for him. But
So
it was
with
just
that
kind of
said-
those things.
With that said, does A-Rod get in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
No.
And I'm not an A-Rod fan. I can't stand A-Rod. But yeah, his numbers are good enough.
He won a championship, but it was so marred, everything he did. And then he lied and said he did it, and he came out and said he did it. All of a sudden, I don't know.
But see, I think
I don't
everybody
know.
did it. Going,
I can guarantee you anybody that was on that list did it.
yeah.
I'm positive. I watched him hit 3 home runs in one game. He showed up to bat. He was hitting home run when he was with the Rangers, and that was big time juice, like 2004.
Well, yeah, that field also.
Everybody, but 3 home runs in one game, like
It's happened a bunch of times.
Yeah.
to players that do steroids.
Pablo Sandoval hit 3 home runs in one game in the World Series.
Okay, I'm just saying A-Rod.
And he's
did
got a
steroids.
bigger. He's got a bigger gut than the three of us combined. Pablo Sandoval.
He gives Prince Fielder a run for his money. That's where I'm coming from. If you have steroid allegation against David Ortiz and you're going to let him in, you got to do the same with Barry Bonds. You got to do the same with A-Rod.
Seems like he's
Because
likable.
A-Rod's numbers are, it doesn't care if you're likable.
That's the reason why I would be more for David Ortiz than an A-Rod. A-Rod won it one time, I believe.
Mhm.
How many times did Poppy win? He said 3 times.
Mhm.
500 and something home runs. Well, the same with.
I was about to say A-Rod's
A-Rod,
4
yeah.
away from 700
Yeah, no, I hear you.
with a higher career batting average. More stolen bases. Actually played this thing called defense.
Man, I feel you.
Won a bunch of gold gloves. You ever see David Ortiz play defense? Because I have. And it is terrible.
3 rings.
Whenever David Ortiz is at first base, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And you got to be bad if you can't play first base.
True. I can't. That's a good
Just
one.
saying.
That's conundrum.
Just saying.
People don't like A-Rod because he's kind of a jerk. Or seems like a jerk.
Well, so is Nolan Ryan, but he's still in.
Nolan Ryan will knock your ass out, though. I wouldn't bet against Nolan Ryan. I'd do whatever he said.
But you like Nolan Ryan because he was a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, A-Rod, there's just something
Never
about
won
him that, rubs you the wrong way.
As a
Seems
Yankees,
entitled.
as a Yankees fan, I know. Never been embraced by the fans. But the numbers don't lie, and that's what it is. It doesn't matter if it's a popularity contest, the numbers don't lie.
Yeah, winning.
No, I think he should be on.
Yeah, he should be.
And I'm not an A-Rod fan at all, but I think he should be on.
You know who there's no question about? Derek Jeter.
No, no
Jeter.
question.
Saying it right now.
Love Jeter.
First unanimous.
Jeter.
New York will burn if that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Jeter.
It's like, how did Jeter get 2 votes? I thought everyone else was going to vote for him.
I had mad love for Jeter. I still do have mad love for Jeter. I thought that guy was so cool. I mean, he just was cool.
He
Like,
banged
was...
everybody. His look, wow.
Will's like, I know.
Is it true he had a tunnel under his apartment?
I wouldn't know. That's Derek Jeter,
The
dude.
cab waiting
And
down
like
there.
in the back, like he would have a car waiting for the chicks to leave, and then he would have a basket with the signed baseball.
That's
Yeah.
yeah,
Did you
he
hear
had a gift
that?
basket.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Derek Jeter
banged.
Like thanks for
Yeah.
like the Derek Jeter gang bang.
That's-
Thanks for getting.
Pregnancy test.
That's when you know you're awesome. You can just be like, you know what? We're done. Here's your gift basket and go.
It's been real. It's been fun. But not
Hit
real
the
fun.
elevator. Hitchcock's waiting for you downstairs. On your way. On your way. The ball's in the.
No, not that elevator. The service elevator. You go through
Yeah.
You go through the
Look at
back.
the yard.
Those are for my guests,
Yeah.
not you. Get in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell people about this. You have that autographed baseball, everyone gets it.
Yeah. You're not wife material.
There's only about 1,000 of those running around the city.
Thanks, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter.
Give this to our kid.
That's classic.
But speaking of ladies, man, Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad we're going to talk about this. He's all choky. He's like a Ronald Chapman.
Yeah.
He likes to grab a girl by her neck. I don't know, like, so I want to believe Ezekiel, but him saying he didn't do it, and the girl's crazy, and she's just spurned. But people don't grab themselves by the neck, usually, and make marks like that, or, I don't know.
Well, the thing that I found interesting was that he said that he had all this evidence that was going to kind of, prove his innocence and all this and that.
And she had bruises.
And today, the Dallas DA launched their investigation into it. There has to be something there.
Well,
Has to be something.
Has to be something because the DA ain't going to waste their time.
well, 3 witnesses said they saw nothing. And they were in the same car or something
But
like
you
that?
know
Yeah,
what?
I
How
mean-
long were they with him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is you don't know how long someone was there.
True.
You could have left.
She could have
But-
backtalked him and they went to
Yeah.
go get a soda.
Yeah.
You know what though? The one thing I've learned in these situations, you never know what happened.
Yeah.
Unless you have video of it, like the Ray Rice thing.
So
where
you
we
definitely know
all
what
saw
happened.
it.
No,
Like, we all
she's
know
just
what
drunk.
Man,
Like carrying your
cross.
lifeless body out of this elevator.
She's been drinking all night. God damn, my hand hurts.
Why is she bleeding? Why is your hand cut? Don't ask questions.
Do you want one too? I hit you with a lasso time.
But you know what? I mean, you just never know because she could be one of those crazy ass bitches that
Yeah.
set him up. I mean,
She
you just
said
never
he
know.
lived with her as a live-in relationship, but
And that wasn't true.
right,
apparently.
he had paid her bill a couple times for her car note or for like her
Well,
house.
he's paying for her bill for her car, and he's
Yeah.
also paying her rent.
Yeah. So you like to knock a girl out, but
No, there's
Yeah.
no reason to not
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah,
Look at that
never.
one
You
right there.
never do that.
I
You never
agree.
do that.
Never
Never raise
awesome.
your hand.
Do you hear us? Never.
He's a
I'm hearing
slave.
you.
I'll never hit you, Basil.
Don't knock me out, baby.
You just,
He's
yeah,
just
you
drunk.
Just knock him
He's
out.
just drunk,
But see,
sir.
that goes along the lines of that's why you never get involved with the crazy chick.
Yeah, but you don't know they're crazy until
But
they
if
go
she's
crazy.
smoking hot,
Well, true. Well, but yeah, see, that's the thing. How hot was she?
how hot is it worth it?
And how hot was she? You know what I mean? Like in other stuff.
We might edit this part out.
Well, it's true though.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just you never really know the whole side.
Yeah, totally.
You never know both sides, and if they were drunk, and what if she hit him and he just kind of like pushed her like, hey, get away?
Yeah.
You just never know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the whole thing. You never really know.
These guys are so big and strong that, like, even a small little...
Like, hey, back off. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And bam, what if she's smacking him? And he's like, hey, get away. So, and
Well,
I'm not
versus-
defending him at all, but you can
takes
just
her to
never know.
Suplex City and choke
Yeah.
slams her. and
Yeah.
Goes on his
Throws
way.
her on a bed of guns like Greg Hardy.
Yeah, by the neck.
Outstanding gentleman right there.
Where did he go? Is he a free agent still?
Still
Right.
free
Nobody's
agent.
going to sign that garbage.
He's been...
Be surprised.
I know he's gotten, like, workouts from about 20 teams.
I need money.
Nobody signed him yet.
Well, because of the hard part about it, the tough times about it was last year with Dallas. So he goes to a team, they'll have a little bit of people upset, but it's not going to be like, oh, well, he's finally coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All he had to do was just shut up and play.
And he would have been all right.
And he'd have been fine. Cowboys had a captain, but he had problems in Dallas. Then he tried to fight the special teams coach on the field. I mean,
And
come on,
then-
dude.
And then you get up in, Jason Witten's face. And,
Yeah.
come on.
Mr. Cowboy. Right? So that's dumb.
What about Randy Gregory caught smoking pot again?
Just legalize it. Why are we putting... Oh, God.
Well, even if it's not legalized, you got to... Come on, man. You got to follow some rule.
Larry Tunstall's taking bong hits on draft day with his own personal bong face.
But you
thing.
know
he
what?
was hacked.
Oh.
And that was not him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And Ray Rice's wife was drunk that night too.
It's just
Ray Rice was hacked.
Yeah.
it just drives me nuts when these guys are professional athletes. Like we would all love to be like that. Like we would all love to be able to play a sport for a living, then go to our regular jobs and do what we do every day. And these guys just piss it away doing stupid crap.
With a chick, they undo themselves with a girl that they could just dump and move on to the next girl.
Yeah,
You
or
know, like
smoking
Manziel.
bud. Like,
But do you think that just speaks to kind of like the sense of entitlement now?
oh yeah, that's a part of it. That's a huge part of it.
I don't know. I'm okay with people, and the weed thing.
I'm okay with the weed thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
You can't hate women. That's
We're all
yeah.
okay with the weed thing.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah,
It
right?
should be legal.
What about weed, Vossel? Should it be legal?
Don't worry, Trump's gonna legalize it.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Trump's gonna.
No, he's not.
Yes, he will.
Well, his
Well,
platform
okay,
is-
well, if
he's
he
gonna go.
does-
He's gonna change his mind before the time comes, so he'll change it.
If he does legalize it, the three of us won't be here.
Yeah.
And we'll listen to Will.
I'll be high by myself.
Yeah, we'll be like,
We'll be having myself.
Welcome everybody to the Will Show.
The shootout.
the Will's out.
I'm so high. We have somebody here. I don't know.
I wish Vossel, Michael, and Michael were here.
Yeah.
That's funny. There's two Michaels.
And we're calling in from Mexico.
God, I'm hungry.
No, I'll be in Canada.
Yeah, I'll be in Mexico and Vasa will be in the Philippines. And we'll all call in at 6 o'clock Mountain Time.
Yeah.
And call into Will's show, The Shootout.
What? I'm so high.
This Trump presidency is great.
12 more years or whatever. How many there are?
16 more years.
Take them all.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, how dumb is Ezekiel Elliott though?
Isn't this twice? Didn't he have a girl that tried to set him up while they were in bed together, and she took a picture of them together, and she tried to like blackmail him or something? Wasn't this earlier? in the year?
I saw the picture.
Right before the draft time, right?
Yeah, I saw the picture, but I don't know if she's going to set him up, but I did see the
She
picture.
tried, or at least put something out there, some shade.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good sign, but
Bitches be crazy,
They do.
man.
we had Michael Irvin, and he did well. He liked to experiment.
Well, it's because it was coke and prostitutes.
Yeah,
So
model
you're
that
paying
white girl.
for it. Yeah.
Besides Troy Aikman, all the Cowboys did that.
Yeah. Remember they thought he was gay?
Troy?
Yeah, he had a reputation for being homosexual
Uh-huh.
just because he wasn't married or something
It's
at
like
the
Aaron
time.
Rodgers, but you know
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is gay.
Yeah.
You can look at him.
He doesn't like his brother or his family. He hates all of them,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
right? His brother's on The Bachelor.
Yeah.
That's right,
And they didn't
Jordan.
talk about it, yeah.
Yeah, because they don't talk.
Mm-hmm.
He's too busy getting that discount double check from
Oh,
the cheese
Aren't
guy.
you a finalist to be the next Bachelor, Will?
yeah, right.
A beautiful TV personality from El Paso, Texas.
They wanted variety. They want that kind of tubby white guy. And then all those beautiful other dudes. And we'll see if she really believes in the heart thing. Yeah, I really like that guy. Look at him. I got a lot of pity booty.
What about you, Vossel? Do you get any of that pity booty?
Nah, bro. people like me for my personality.
All 2 inches.
That was awesome, Botzel. That's what I'm talking about, Botzel.
There we go.
That's good stuff, man.
But it's been a interesting sports week, to say the least, with all the suspensions and stuff going on. Brady gets to still serve his thing. I'm just glad that's over.
4 games. He
Thank
into it.
God.
Thank God that's over.
I don't think it affected the game at all, but why do it then? That was my whole thing. Why do it? You know, like, I totally don't think. I mean, they were going to beat the crap out of the Colts that day anyway, so why do it?
Yeah.
You know, and I know he had something to do with it because did we talk about this before?
No.
We didn't talk about how like the footballs are checked in and stuff for games.
No.
Okay.
About the Deflate Gate.
Yeah. So okay, this is how it works. I didn't realize how similar it was to the NFL. Before game at like UTEP.
We've talked about this.
Yeah, we did talk
about my
about it.
Texas Tech experience where you give the balls to the referee before the game,
Oh,
and they
yeah,
make a
yeah,
mark.
yeah, and you
to
mark
say that
it,
he
and they
inspected it.
checked them. And
Yeah.
in college, the officials hold them.
That's true.
They
Well,
don't. They give them
ball
back
boys.
to you,
Yeah.
but they give them back to you on the field, so
Very
you can't
true.
really do anything. These guys, if they're getting them in the locker room and they're going down, and Brady says,
Yeah.
"Take that, deflate that ball," and then he goes to the restroom for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
With the balls, and he has the needle. You know what I mean?
Well, and there's text messages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you.
Yeah. Nothing's gonna happen to you, broski.
Yeah.
I'm Tom fucking Brady.
Yeah, we're in Beantown, dummy.
Yeah.
But why do it? That's my whole thing. I mean,
they want to win.
it was
Haven't you noticed they
minimal.
cheat a lot?
Could it be because of his abnormally small hands?
Like the Donald
Trump small hands.
I can assure you, it's not a problem.
Old T-Rex over there.
I'm just saying why, but that was my whole thing with the whole thing is why even do it?
It's a stupid rule to break.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
the Patriots, as Will said, are known for
They
breaking
will
stupid
push
rules.
into the limit.
Well, what happened? Did they
every
win?
single
Yep, that's
time.
all
Yeah, they
that
won the
matters.
crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny how that works. So if you're not cheating, you're not trying?
Yeah.
They went the full Ric Flair on them.
That's the Patriots way.
It is the Patriots way.
That's what they do. Robert Kraft.
They should put an asterisk next to Tom Brady.
They should. I really do think
Small
they should.
hands and no way in his balls, bro.
My whole thing with the one where they were getting signals.
Oh yeah.
The
What gate
Spygate,
that was?
Spygate or whatever it was. To me, the whole thing with that one was really far more, egregious than this one because
they're both terrible. He deflated the ball during the game. How is that not worse than just stealing signs?
Because
you always
stealing
steal signs. They steal signs in baseball. They give you fake signs, so you can't steal the signs.
Well,
it's so prevalent.
Let me tell you why I think so in this case. Because if the coordinator knows what the defense is going to do, because a lot of what happens in the NFL pre-snap is they disguise their coverages, right? Like guys will roll and stuff like that. So if a guy's showing like a 2, like a cover 2, but he knows they're going to go like 0 coverage at the snap, and the coach is telling him in his headset, "Hey, they're going to go 0 coverage. Don't pay attention to what the safeties are doing. It's going to be a 0 coverage." If he can hear that in his headset and he can call a play against that, that's why I think that's so much more egregious.
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, that's why.
And it's not just stealing the signs; it's stealing the entire defensive, video. Like it was all that stuff. Like it was watching them practice, doing all their other stuff. It wasn't just stealing signs; it was everything. He pretty much had the playbook.
Why don't we just find the middle linebackers for trying to change defensive plays by watching how the offensive line's up?
Because that's on the field. You can see that.
I don't know. I think when you take a piece of equipment,
I think
like the
Patriots
ball.
fan.
No, I'm not. You know
No,
me.
he's not at all.
Yeah, no, I totally think that the ball thing is much more like, I mean, ballsy too. I get it. So
I think that was gonna fall a little flat.
It did.
But
when you laugh at your own jokes, it's a bad joke.
you guys got it, right?
Yeah, you're good.
He gets it.
But no, I agree with you guys. I think all of them are. They're just totally egregious, obnoxious. It's so stupid that there's always some sort of thing that we hear about the Patriots where there's some sort of cheating scandal going on, and it's a all too common theme. They just set a record though for most people killed by a player. So I mean that's too soon. Is that what it is? He broke OJ's record.
Man,
how many did he kill?
3.
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah,
it was
Hernando.
It was the teammate, the former teammate, and then the 2 people that were involved in the shooting where he got more time in jail.
Oh,
Right,
that's right. At the nightclub. There was another one. That's right. That's right. After the nightclub thing. That's right. I forgot about that
They
one.
went for a drive.
Yes.
Made him an offer, couldn't refuse.
Just started capping people.
Yeah, the whole Aaron had to be gangster on and off the field. So dumb.
Tim Tebow's best friend. How weird is that?
That's crazy.
But yeah, so Tom Brady's getting suspended. The NFL is just a walking, ticking time bomb. It's like.
Best television program going on right now, right?
Yeah.
Highest ratings of any television program all year,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's doing something right. You can tell.
People
He's 10 years now, right?
Yeah, people are going to watch the NFL no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So
of course,
just let them run wild.
You know, when it's when the NFL preseason starts, more people watch that than baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
regular season baseball. I mean, everybody sets their times to watch the Sunday night game. That first Sunday night game with everybody talks about the Hall of Fame game, and it's like half a quarter of the starters, and then you have all these scrubs who will never play in the NFL, but everybody sits there and watches them.
Yeah,
because of the violence.
That's football.
We love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's
fantasy
what it
football, man.
Man.
Money's changing hands.
Man.
Real quick, what do you think about Texas Tech's no-look passing with Pat Mahomes? His name, right? Mahomes? Mahoney's?
Mahoney.
No monies?
Isn't that the dude from the cop movies?
Mahoney.
Yeah,
Isn't
Mahoney.
it Jeff Goldblum or something?
Yeah.
Mahoney.
What about him? Yeah, they're going to throw for like 29,000 yards this year.
Have you seen this in this no-look pass, what they're going to do?
No.
Yeah, they have a new formation. Because Mahomes was a basketball player, so apparently he thinks he can do a no-look pass.
His dad played baseball professionally, too.
Yes,
For the
yes.
Toronto Blue Jays or something like that.
He played about 20 years.
Ah.
A bunch of different
So
teams.
he's going to throw the ball not looking.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is he's going to have a receiver run a route, but he's going to look the wrong way.
Like an inside slant.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
like
gonna,
receiver motion.
That's going to work for about one play, and then the next one's going to get picked off for about
And then
40-yard
never
touchdown.
see
It'll
it
never
again.
happen again.
Never see it again now.
And
Or the first one's going to get picked off. And
Yeah,
you'll
it
never
should,
see it.
that for one is something they should have never let anybody know about.
Yeah, exactly.
And second,
We're looking over that because he won't be.
Yeah. I don't want to give you guys a secret play we're doing.
Yeah.
But I'm
Well,
not going to
over
look.
there. Go over there. You want to get on it for stealing that call there, Mike? Huh? It's egregious.
It is egregious.
People are watching.
They should. You know what? Texas Tech should win the national championship just by
For that?
default. Yes, because teams now know their playbook.
I like what Coach Lee said about having like a 200-game playoff thing where all the teams get an opportunity.
It'll be just like basketball.
Well, it's after like the 6-week period, then it starts the playoff thing. And it kind of like works itself out on those. It gives like all the teams a better chance at it. I think it could work.
That's the Northern, Midwest, Eastern, Southern divisions.
No.
There's 47 teams in there.
It'll be just like the NCAA bracket. I'm telling you, it can work.
It'll last for years, man.
4 months, yeah.
Well, when that one team that didn't have a chance wins it all, everybody's going to be like, oh my God.
And that'll never happen.
It will.
Okay, and who's that team going to beat? Like
UTEP?
Alabama?
UTEP?
UTEP's going to beat Alabama?
Maybe.
No.
You said they would.
No, because they don't play Alabama this year.
In the championship?
I said they're going undefeated this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, win a national championship, and it's going to be against New Mexico State.
They're going to win.
In your fantasy land?
They're going to win 8 or 9 games.
UTEP?
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm saying 10.
You saying 10? I'm thinking 8 or 9.
I like
make a
Coach's
bowl.
beard.
Yeah, they'll make a bowl for sure.
They need to win a bowl.
We'll all be in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
December
Mexico
12th.
Bowl.
At the
December 14th, we'll all be in
Yeah.
Albuquerque.
At
by-
the
by
Albuquerque, what is it, Sandia Bowl or something?
Sponsored by the hotel.
No,
Wasn't it the Albuquerque, New Mexico Bowl or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
New Mexico Bowl. Sponsored by Gildan, I think.
The Gildan, New Mexico Bowl.
I wonder what a gift that was. Do that bowl game.
It's like
Here's a belt buckle.
$500,000. Oh, no, they...
for the players.
They
they get a
t-shirts.
lot of stuff, dude. No, they get a good stuff.
They give a
From
free
the Gildan?
Yeah, they get really good stuff.
Oh wow.
They get like
Montez is the insider here. I gotta go with that.
no, because every year like one
Well,
of
went to
the
the Alamo Bowl. I got like a watch, a jacket, and like something else. Like,
And
meh.
part of the Alamo.
Yeah, I didn't pee on it.
no, because they do a story on it on Channel 9 and they show them and they can go into this room and they have like a card or something. It has so many points and they can kind of choose. Like if you want a TV,
Wow.
It's like Dave and Buster's.
it's like well, yeah, exactly. Like you can get one TV or you can get like 4 smaller items. Like whatever comes up to that many points.
That's awesome.
It's like what's that damn show that The Price is Right or something like
Oh,
that.
gotcha.
Do you want this or do you want to try to get this?
Yeah.
Mystery box.
Here's
Go
your
for the
dessert.
mystery box.
You want a flower?
You win a fossil.
No.
It's a fossil in the back.
That's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. He's like chlamydia.
And getting. But yeah, so it's just I can't wait for the NFL season to start.
Oh, okay.
Preseason's going to be fun. Ezekiel will be suspended. Randy Gregory's going to be suspended.
Might as well.
10 games.
Has the damn team suspended already.
Rolando McClain's going to be suspended.
Rolando, 10
Tony
games.
Romo will be hurt in week 3. We're
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah, so it's
Just
going to be
bury
another
him.
one of those years. I actually think Tony Romo's going to come back like Jax. I think it's metal because it's under sleeve
Yeah.
now. It's all metal right now.
It's all metal.
He's Jax. Jax Romo.
We definitely
That's
didn't draft
certain
one.
first. No. I got faith in Kellen Moore though. Not so
do I.
much Jamil Shepard.
He
Matt Castle.
misses a lot of wide open throws. He even did that here at Utah.
Mhm.
I mean, there was a swing pass one time where it was like a 15-yard swing pass, and he threw it at the guy's feet. It was actually against Texas Tech here in the Sun Bowl, and I'm like, how do you miss that?
Yeah, no, I think that
Like,
game.
I could make that throw if I needed to, you
It's
know?
like Tavarius Jackson.
And my arm's
skips
almost
it
going
to
to
you.
fall off.
His wife calling him out. I know you want to hit me because you can't throw straight. Pop, pop, pop. And he did miss. I told you, stupid.
I'm just looking forward to the NFL season. Baseball playoffs coming around the corner. Chihuahua's
Oh,
got a shot
God.
here.
PCL championship.
Yep. Olympics.
Women's UTEP soccer is going to be phenomenal this year with their
that's so
7
much fun.
seniors.
I say this with the utmost confidence. The United States men's basketball team goes undefeated and wins the championship.
Wins gold.
Duel.
Dream Team 22.
Yeah. They haven't lost in 64 games. I guess 66 now. There's not a team out there that can beat them.
No.
Come on.
Right?
Nowhere.
It's I think of the Olympic basketball. I think I've probably brought this up a few times. The Spanish team with Paul Gasol,
Mhm.
and they took that picture. It was during the China Olympics, and they all did their eyes all slanty
Yeah.
like that. But that was the marketing department. Like, wasn't anybody there like, hey guys,
That's not appropriate,
it's
fellas.
a bad idea.
They're not as PC as we are.
They're European, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
They
they're
throw-
real racism.
Don't forget, they throw bananas at people on the field.
Yeah, I saw a sign one time for Dita, and he's a black guy playing in Europe as a goalkeeper, and the sign said, "They will pay you in peanuts and bananas." Like, whoa.
Yeah, well, I saw one of those outside the line pieces, and they were talking about
Mm.
racism and how the
They
black
hit it
guys
with a
will throw
flare.
bananas at them. Yeah,
Terrible.
it's terrible.
You see America? At least we're not Europe.
Yeah. We're not that racist.
We're not
Yeah.
that divisive,
Yeah, we have a black president now. That proves we're not racist.
and everybody hates them.
Yeah, right. Just the same. Both sides.
Like, we're not gonna. I don't.
Yeah, there we
that's
go.
still
Yeah,
about
yeah.
politics. We're not gonna cut it there.
Yeah.
I don't have a Bleacher Report, but I do have a story.
Let's hear it.
Let's do it.
Okay. This is kind of funny. Yeah, the worst. The reason why I was late today and I didn't really have my stuff all kind of squared away, I was doing a story, with KJ and then interning with Luke.
Word dropper.
Knew that was coming. So we get the story where,
And you drop.
yeah. So they're making a new Chick-fil-A on the Northeast.
Right on.
Right,
Oh,
like
God. It says danger. Oh God.
on Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I knew exactly where this is going.
Yeah. So the people that go into the brand new store, the first 100 customers, they get a free meal once a week from Chick-fil-A. It's like a sandwich and some fries and like a drink. The very first 100 customers. So we got this email at the station saying that this guy was absolutely pissed off because he lives in Chaparral and he doesn't have an opportunity to be one of these first 100 people because the way Chick-fil-A does up their lines of who can be a customer that's eligible for this is by zip code. And so what they did is they used only people in Texas or in El Paso who they thought was their larger customer base. So if you were from Chaparral and you waited in line, you weren't eligible. So this guy was furious, right? Long email, phone call. We drive out there to Chaparral to where this, well, it's not Chaparral, of course, the northeast side of El Paso, out of Martin Luther King, to the Chick-fil-A, and we're doing some B-roll, and then all of a sudden they come running out in their ties and all that such, and they aren't too happy about us doing the story, but, we can do the story, whatever we want to do. We're not even trying to bust them out either, like, this guy being angry. So they're not giving us answers. They're not wanting to talk to us. They're giving us numbers to call, and no one's answering the phone. And we're getting the runaround. So whatever. Again, I could care less. I'm a freaking Chick-fil-A on the north freaking east 100 degrees. So they come outside and they give us like free Chick-fil-A sandwiches and cards for Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Oh.
They're these nice conservative people. They're all sweet and everything. Whole time we're trying to get in touch with people, about the story. No one's answering the phone. The guy who called in didn't answer the phone. The guy who pitched the bitch and sent the email and all that wasn't answering the phone. I Facebooked him, I called him, I texted him. I was like Dog the Bounty Hunter trying to find this guy. I was furious. I'm out of freaking Chaparral looking for this jerk. And it's like the hills have eyes out of Chaparral, man. It is nasty out there. A lot of methamphetamines are made in Chaparral. We're furious. So we in Chaparral. We're just looking for a place to interview somebody. They don't even have restaurants out there. It's don't stop your cars or get out of your cars when you're in Chaparral. Sorry to our Chaparral listeners, I'm just kidding. But we get down to Macomb Street, we're driving all the way through, can't find it.
He's not kidding.
Yeah,
I can tell.
Sorry.
I can tell. I'm just watching that.
So we get to a Diamond Shamrock, right? And first guy, he's missing all of his teeth. He didn't want to talk, which is phenomenal. This next guy comes out. He's wearing a tank top. It's like it's like a tiger tattoo. And he's covered in sweat. Yeah, a tiger tattoo, of all things. And he don't want to talk because he's never been to Chick-fil-A. Okay. So his uncle comes out. He's like, what's going on here? What's going on? And he has half of his teeth. So you see 3 of them up front.
He's more educated.
Yeah. So Uncle Dad over
So
here.
he finished middle school.
Oh, I want to talk about this. I've been to Chick-fil-A. So we explained it to him. And he's like, well, if we had to pay taxes in El Paso, then we should be able to go to Chick-fil-A. And I was like, all right. Didn't point anything. And he's like, we're just down the street from him. You can see El Paso from here. And you know what? It's all about the Mexicans coming in and taking our jobs. And we're like, what?
Did he really say that?
Totally said that. They can come over here and they can work, and it's not fair. Americans should be having them jobs. I'm like, where did this interview go wrong? What the hell?
I get a restart on my day.
I know. I'm like, what? And so he starts going off on this racist tangent about Mexicans taking jobs from the Americans, and it's not right, they take our jobs. And it gets worse. So towards the end, when you start an interview, what you're supposed to do is get their name and how it's spelled. And after this, he just got started, so I know we didn't get this stuff. So then I'm like, dude, okay, real quick, could you spell and say your name? It's Charlie Whitehorse or something like that. I don't know. Charlie spelled it all out. And I'm like, have you been to Chick-fil-A? It's like, no. Really? So Uncle Nephew gets on there and he's like, I think it's stupid. These people are so close. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. So that's how my day went. Then we had to drive back to the station, try to put it all together, and do this story.
They actually ran that story.
Ran the story. If you guys watched the news today at 6 p.m., Luke Levin did a story on Chick-fil-A not letting people in Chaparral get in line for this meal. And you'll see the two hillbillies of billies you've ever seen.
Trump supporters to the max.
Oh, yeah. Who's voting for Trump here? Straight up what he said. Yeah.
That is classic stuff.
Mexicans coming in and taking our jobs.
Building that Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Now I can't eat there because
Yeah.
they built it.
Yeah, exactly. My granddaddy would turn over in his grave. It was bad.
If we didn't turn them into moonshine.
Yeah. So we got done at the station about 5:30. Ran home, started writing the script, and everything squared away, and then I passed the traffic right now. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I came in 7:04, and everybody's like, "Well, your guests are here."
And they were all lovely guests.
They were
awesome
fantastic. Very
We
understanding.
gotta thank our guests one more time. UTEP soccer players. I was about to say
Number
Hawker again.
24.
Aaliyah Davis, the Hammer.
Yeah.
Aaliyah, the Hammer, Shaq Jr.,
Big Diesel.
The Diesel.
Davis.
The Honey Badger Heather Clark.
That's right.
We also have
Legit.
some hockey players. I'm not gonna say Hawker this time. We have some hockey players.
Sanka
The
Brothers.
Sanka brothers. We also had
Matt and John.
Lucas Zanosko.
Zanosko. I say his name a lot. He's quite frisky. Out on the ice, he likes to put his hands on you with his fists. And
The
then
fastest, the
put them through
fastest
your
person,
brain.
the fastest person Michael Montes has ever seen.
Yeah,
on
nice.
skates. On skates, yeah.
Do you know how fast you are? You're so fast.
But when
know.
when I realized it was him, I'm all because that's the first thing that sticks out to me.
A
is
little
his name.
bromance moment, huh?
It was.
Do you use
Little
number?
No, 15. He's awesome. He's a good player.
Yeah. He's gonna go home and Facebook stalk him now.
Will's gonna get it beaten.
I met you.
You remember?
You're pretty.
You're so dreamy and fast.
Let's go to the Chick-fil-A.
Are you white?
In the Northeast, eh?
Check our jobs. You gotta see this guy.
Those hillbillies will be like, that's a good standing man there. What's he doing with that Mexican?
Me and Luke are like, what is happening? I'm thinking to myself, man, your career has sank. But you, this is your story. I just helped. Don't put me in this one. Usually these stories I'm there, you can kind of find me in the crowd somewhere. Like, I'm like, where's Waldo? In Luke's packages, but not this one. I had nothing to do with this one.
Like, I'm out. All I am here for is B-roll.
Yes. This is your story.
What exactly is B-roll for the people like myself that do not know and do not work in television?
Okay, so like we needed B-roll at Chick-fil-A. What we did was like we videotaped the Chick-fil-A sign for like 30 seconds, and then we'd videotape the whole building itself for like 30, 40 seconds, or just a random shot of what we're talking about. And then we'll come in and we'll talk over the B-roll with what the story's about, and you'll see just pictures of Chick-fil-A. So kind of like, you know what we're talking about because you can see it and hear what we're saying.
In audio stories, it's all like the background noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you hear
That
birds
sound.
chirping and stuff like that. Yeah. That's really all it is. So, good job.
Hey,
B-roll.
it's my boy. I'm a broadcaster.
Interviewing people without teeth and...
Hillbilly pig, man.
Classic.
Quit taking their jobs, Montez.
Yeah.
What I do? What I do?
He was probably on meth when we were talking to him. It was bad.
He's just going around scratching.
Yeah. Chaparral's finest.
That was an awesome story, Will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was phenomenal.
That's the Bleacher Report.
Maybe you should do the stories more than the Bleacher Report.
What are you saying?
No, nothing.
What do you mean, you people?
Nothing.
Will Herron's treks around Ohio. You just go to Chaparral all day.
Man, don't go there.
The hills have eyes.
How about that, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to the Shootout Podcast. For Michael Montez.
23!
And Vassal Zabanal.
Hey, that's pretty awesome, man.
Hey.
Every time.
The gifted growler, Will Heron.
A-O. I was still trying to say hey-o. Please edit that out. 6 o'clock on the swatch. No time to chill. That can't be late. Hey. The girl's gonna do me. Move to the jacuzzi. Ooze that booty. Flop it up, slim it, rub it down.
Oh no!
The girl's gonna do me. Baby. Ooh. That's how you sign out.
I'm the gunslinger, Michael Tiffin. I can't top that. We'll see y'all next week, everybody.
Man, fire.
That was like 3 hours. It felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that went good.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
You see what you did?
We'll see you later, YouTube.
Take the good job!